soul, feeling the loss of control in the spirit, so colorful. If you feel it, then let's go home to a place where you belong. Give you strength to carry on. Open your heart, set your mind at ease. Live your life and you'll be free. We're gonna rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising, rise, rise, rise. Rise, rise. Keep on rising, rise, rise, rise.
Take me home to the banks of the riverside. Take me home to the place that I call mine. It's a place I love best. Yes, it's better than the rest. Take me home to the banks of the riverside.
Good morning, beautiful world. This is the Toon Review. This is the start of the mammoth 14-hour stream between ourselves and World of Sport TV. And you may see that it seems a bit strange on the Toon Review this morning because we have all World of Sport people on. So, yeah, it's going to be like that throughout the day, guys, but it is a very, very exciting start of the day. People waking up to the news that a bid has been accepted for Hugo Ekitike. So he is now in discussion with Newcastle United over personal terms on a 5-year deal, I'm led to believe, which is absolutely incredible. Matt Targett on loan from Aston Villa looks like that will be going ahead as well. That is with a loan to buy option. So if he performs during the 6 months that he's here, then why not take him on as well? And Dean Henderson at Manchester United also, we are in discussions with him about bringing him in. So, Billy, a very bright start to the transfer deadline day.
Yes, I've been up since 10 to 5. Couldn't sleep, too excited.
Yeah.
Came downstairs, see if Santa had been, but he hadn't. But he's been since.
Well, he's kicking around St James's Park at the minute with plenty in his sack.
Yes, he's emptying his sack all over St James's Park, and I think a few of us will be doing that, isn't it?
He is, and I can't believe we've gone that low so early in the morning, but never mind.
Jesus, lads, 10 a.m.
I know.
Ian, welcome to the channel, mate. You're debuting on this channel. How are you feeling this morning?
Oh, absolutely buzzing.
Yeah.
We're just waking up to the news that a bid's been accepted right off the belt.
I know.
It sets up for a perfect day ahead.
It's very surreal, isn't it? Given that
yeah.
we're not used to anything happening on deadline day, and suddenly as soon as we get out of bed, there's a bid accepted.
It is that.
Jade, you must be buzzing.
Oh, absolutely buzzing. Like I said, woke up, as you do, go and check, no news, go downstairs, put the kettle on, come upstairs, bang, player in. Fucking hell. And it's already had an offer accepted. 15 minutes later, we're in for another one.
Yeah.
Like, when has anyone it's ever happened for us? Never. So
well, I think it's going to be manic. I think it's pretty much going to be manic all day because I don't believe they're the only options that we're looking at. I still believe that a Botman or a Carlos may take place later on today, but I've got Sky Sports News playing in front of us. I've got News Now refreshing every couple of minutes. It's going to be an incredible, incredible day. We've got a super chat in from John Joe already. Thank you very much. Who has phoned in sick to work today? I would imagine half the population of Newcastle. To be honest, I
gave myself the day off, so
yeah.
I'm good.
Well, we've got over 500 watching this already, and it's going up as we speak. So I guess plenty of people may have this on in the background or next to them or wherever it may be. Billy, the Ekitike bid. I mean, it's perfect for Geordies, isn't it? Ekitike, you know what I mean? It's just that. I mean, it's obviously Ekitike or whatever it is, but
Ekitike.
Ekitike, yes. Yeah, but the Geordies are just going to know him as Ekitike.
Oh, of course they are. Of course they are. Absolutely. It sounds perfectly in the Geordie slang, doesn't it? Ekitike.
Ekitike, man. Come at the Toon Lake. Jonathan Major, thank you for the £5 super chat. And he's commented, best transfer deadline day ever, methinks, Paul and the gang. How many realistically are you expecting through the door?
I'm thinking 6.
I think another 5.
So Billy thinks 6, another 5 for Ian. Jade?
I'd go with another 2 on top of the 2 that we've already obviously had bids accepted for this morning. So
Yeah.
I'd like another 2 would be lovely.
Well, not that we're picky, you know what I mean? And I mean,
No,
you know,
not at all.
Not
But
that
while-
we're greedy.
Look, while the oven's hot.
Well, yeah, the oven is steaming hot right now. I mean, it is. You can't even touch it for singeing your fingers. It is incredible.
Can I
You
get
need
near it?
oven gloves the size of brick walls this
Yeah.
morning. It's that. Keith Downey is currently on Sky Sports News at the training ground. Unfortunately, I've got the volume down because I don't want to get copyrighted, and you know that may be a disastrous thing. But I don't know what he's saying. I can't lip read. Eki Teki's come on the screen, so I presume he's talking about him. So there you go. But listen, we will be bringing you all the transfer news from around the world again today. I mean, not just Newcastle United. Interestingly, Sunderland, who sacked their manager Lee Johnson last night, they're now in talks to re-sign Jermaine Defoe. I'm just wondering, Billy, if that might be with a view to managing.
Yeah, player manager deal. That's what I was thinking as well. Makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Whether he's got the legs to keep.
Has he done his coaching badges though? Although, do you need them in League One? I don't know what the rules are.
You need them at all levels.
I think you do. Yeah, I think you do need them at all levels, whether he's done them or not.
Was he not coaching at Rangers as well as playing there though?
I'm not sure. Listen, he might have, but I would assume that is certainly with a coaching role. I can't see them signing Jermaine Defoe without Defoe knowing who's going to run the club. You know who's going to be manager. So
exactly, and he's not got much playing life left in him. Let's be fair, he's 39, isn't he? So he's not going to be there forever as a player. So maybe, like you say, player coach, player manager.
Yeah. Louis, thanks very much for the £5 super chat, mate. He says, if you need Dr. Happy on a later show after 7, I'm available. Listen, Louis, I'm sorry, but we don't need the positivity brought down by your miserable face, mate. So, you know, I mean, every time you say hello to me, I want to rip my own arm off and slice my head off with it. It's I don't know. It's like, hello, Louis, how are you doing? Hi, Arit, how are you doing? Like, it's like the advert for depression right there. No.
Louis, you still owe me a Burger King as well, actually.
Yes,
so be careful how close you
I
get
don't know
to the
why,
channel.
but you do, Louis.
There's an immense super chat coming.
A woman is a dangerous woman.
You what, Billy?
There's an immense super chat coming. Have you seen it?
I know, I've seen it. Dominic, £249.99,
Oh,
mate.
class.
Thank you very much. That is just incredible.
Who can we buy with that?
Thank you so much, Dominic. That is unbelievably kind of you, mate. That is spectacular. I love everybody. Thank you. Obviously, you know, whether you donate a £5 or like Dominic has, it all means the world to me. It is such kindness, whatever you can afford, really. And you know, that is just incredible, Dominic. He's put the comments in. Morning, guys. Here all day. Let's do this. Yes. Incredible donation to the channel, matey. Thank you so much. If you do enjoy the show, by the way, please don't forget to hit the like button. We are putting in a hell of an effort for you today to bring you the latest news. A lot of people commented way before deadline day saying they'd rather watch us than Sky Sports News, which is incredible. Thank you so much for those kind of comments. It's, you know, to get comments like that is outrageous. It really is. But we're here from up until midnight. As I say, 2-hour stints on each channel all the way through the day now. So if you could like the videos, please, like the shows, please, for the effort we're putting in. And also, if you're not subscribed to the channel and you think, wow, you know, this is a really good football channel, Newcastle channel, please do consider subscribing, and you can become a member if you hit the join button. If you can't find the join button, the link to become a member is also in the description. So thank you very much. Dublin Magpie, thank you for your £5 super chat. He's commented, just seen a young looking Alan Shearer in Greggs near Grey Street. He had no belly button. I think he is a clone. He said he was going to St James's Park. Well, a clone of Alan Shearer might be very interesting. Jade, with the view to sort of other stuff that's going on today, were you surprised Sunderland sacked their manager last night?
Honestly, yes. Because if you look at where they are in League One, I had to remember how far they were down then. If you look at where they are in the table, they're sat in third. Yeah. You know? So they're not far off getting in the automatics. They're definitely sat in the playoff positions. You're in a solid position. You haven't lost that many games this season. Yes, okay, the Bolton result wasn't nice for you guys, and it wasn't an enjoyable performance, but every team has one of those shockers during the season. You've had a couple. It happens. Do you know what I mean? But you're sat in a really solid position in League One. So I can't understand why there's this sudden outrage of sack the manager when you're sat in third. It's very odd for me why you'd make such a knee-jerk decision when you're sat as high as you are in that table.
Yeah, I've looked at a few of the results this season. They have took some hidings this season, you know. They've took some wallopings. Adrian, thanks for your £10, mate. Sorry couldn't get to the training ground today. Don't worry about that, matey. No problem at all. Keith Downey's there for me anyway. Marching on together, LUFC. Thank you for the £4.49. Up the Toon. Good luck, guys. Thank you very much from a Leeds fan.
Thank you.
Yep, Leeds are good fans. I like Leeds fans.
I have some cracking banter with Leeds fans, actually. They're really good for a laugh.
Yeah, they are. Thomas, thank you for the 99 super sticker as well, matey. Thank you so much for your donation. Ginger says, I think Carlos and Botman are summer signings, but we do need Lingard. We don't have a creative midfielder. It's interesting because I've heard this morning that Dele Alli is still a real possibility for Newcastle United. He's odds on with the bookies to sign for us today. Now, how would you feel about that, Ian? Would you be confident signing Dele Alli?
I think the old Dele Alli, yes, but
right.
I don't know. I'm not keen on it, massively keen on it. But I think he does improve with midfield. He's a step up from Sean Longstaff for starters. Yeah. So I think he's not my number one target today. But if he came in, I'd be happy.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Billy, the Lingard situation, I mean, obviously with everything going on at Manchester United at the minute, they may need to hang on to their player for obvious reasons. But again, there has been talk that he's agreed personal terms. So it's interesting to see how this deal go with regards to Dele Alli and Jesse Lingard, because they're both wanting fresh starts. So it's going to be interesting to see if they actually get the moves, because we could end up with both of them, which, you know, why not?
The Lingard one's an interesting one, isn't it? Because if the person concerned that we're not going to talk about isn't there, Sancho surely steps in that role, and that still leaves Lingard on the bench. So Lingard wants to get away from Manchester United. He's out of contract in 6 months. Makes sense for him to move and for Man United to get money for him at this point.
Yeah.
So I think he'll still come.
Jade, which one would you prefer?
I prefer Lingard just because he mentally shows more want for first team football. He shows that more, fight and desire to come and play for us and get first team football for the last few months of the season. Yep. Dele Alli is one for me who is where Lingard was this time last year. Mm-hmm. If he gets that move for the loan, will it reignite his fight for football like it did? Lingard went to West Ham. It gave him that fight, and now everyone's looking at Lingard again like, well, actually, you still do have it, so you're still a real possibility. It's do you want a player who's ready for it or a player who could potentially be ready for that reignition? Yeah. So now I'd probably go for Lingard just because we all know he wants it.
Mm-hmm. I think with Ali, he thrives under attacking managers. And think about who's been at Spurs since Pochettino left.
Mourinho, they played really defensively.
Conte and Nuno, all defensive managers. Mm-hmm. Eddie Howe's an attacking manager. He could thrive for us, definitely. But like Jade says, he's improving for 2 or 3 seasons now. So you take the one that's been most consistently recently, wouldn't you?
It's a shame because Dele Alli was fire. Do you know what I mean? Or we used to play against him, and I used to hate playing against him because he always had a great game against us. Every time he came on the pitch, I'd sit there, God, Dele Alli again. And now you look at him and you think, what happened?
The thing about Dele Alli as well is he was a wind-up merchant, wasn't he? He was that player you love to hate because he was niggly. But he's that player you love to hate. But if he was playing for your team, you'd love him. Because that kind of attitude where he's in people's faces and he's winding them up and he's giving them grief for the whole 90 minutes. And we don't really have anybody like that. I mean, Joe Linton's starting to become like that. He's starting to become a little bit arsey, which I love. He's getting in the faces of players. He's pushing them out the way. He's arguing with referees. Trippier to a degree is like that as well. He's always in the face of the referee because it doesn't matter whether he's taking somebody's head clean off. He'll still disagree with the referee, which I love to see. And we haven't had that kind of fight from many players before. Mm-hmm. Now, Dean Henderson, Ian, another one that's been linked to Manchester United goalkeeper. Strong possibility that he may be coming in because it just doesn't look like Eddie Howe believes in the goalkeepers he's already got. Yeah,
I agree. I think Howe wants to play out from the back. Let's be real, Dubravka is not the best at it. His footwork's awful. Yeah, I think he's an excellent keeper, but with very, very poor footwork. I think Dean Henderson coming in changes that. He pushes for that spot, makes Dubravka work harder.
Yeah.
And I think if we're being real, Dean Henderson's going to be the next best England goalkeeper.
Yeah, I agree. I think Dean Henderson is a very good goalkeeper. And in a way, Billy, he was a little unlucky to lose his place this season at Manchester United. It's just De Gea suddenly hit the De Gea of old. He was going through a really bad spell, and obviously Henderson got his place. But then suddenly, I mean, you can't leave a keeper like De Gea out when he's in the form that he is at the minute.
No, because when he's on form, he's probably the best keeper in the world, isn't he? So
yeah,
you cannot kind of drop him for Dean Henderson. But like you say, last season's form, Dean Henderson would have been number one this season, absolutely. And
you can understand Dean Henderson pushing for a move,
absolutely,
because World Cup year coming up, he needs to be in.
Yeah.
Jade, not the Jade, the other Jade, here bright and early, going to need lots of cups of coffee today. So excited for this one. How are the lads? Jade, if you're wanting to make your return today to the Toon Review, you're quite welcome to. If you want to drop me a message, I can send you the links for the shows, and you can pop on anyone you want. It'd be good to have you back on. You did promise me a few weeks ago, remember, you were going to make your return.
Away, Jade.
Come on, Jade.
Come on.
Queen Jade of Heaven, your presence is required.
It is indeed. Carl says, hopefully, Gail, both Longstaffs, Clark, and one keeper will find first-team football somewhere else. The Jeff Hendrick deal to Middlesbrough is looking very, very close, Jade, so you might finally get your wish. And Jeff Hendrick may be leaving the club today.
I can't hide the smile from that one.
It's his birthday today as well.
Yeah, he's having a birthday party
today as well. And fancy getting sent to Middlesbrough on your birthday. Oh, Jesus Christ, I could think of worse.
Feels like it's my birthday.
I can't think of anything worse. Well, Jade, would you like to say anything nice to Jeff Hendrick on his birthday?
Bye.
Okay. Right. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Fairly pleasant.
Good luck. You know,
yeah.
Off you jolly well fuck.
I wish you good luck on your way. But,
enjoy your Parmo.
Oh,
that to me was another piece of news this morning that I was very happy to read. Ian politely tagged me in his birthday post, and I very politely responded with a gif of my own. So
yes, yeah. Brilliant news for Brentford and brilliant news for Christian Eriksen. He signed a deal with Brentford till the end of the season. I'm absolutely delighted for Christian Eriksen. He looks such a lovely bloke when he speaks. He's put out a lovely message to the Brentford fans and, welcome them to the club, which is absolutely fantastic. Billy, after what happened to him in the summer, it's incredible that he's actually, back playing at the very top level. I mean, that's how far sort of, obviously, the medical world has come on that you're able to do this. Somebody suffers a cardiac arrest 7 months ago, and suddenly they're back playing professional football at the highest level 7 months later. It's incredible. It's
a real romantic story, isn't it? The comeback of the man that was virtually dead, let's be honest.
Yeah, well, he was dead for 7 minutes, wasn't he?
Yeah, and then he's come back and he's going to play Premier League football again. I think it's an absolutely superb story. How long it takes him to get match fit is another question. But we'll see him before the end of the season, and it'd be great to see him because he's a fantastic player, isn't he?
Yeah. Another one out the door today could well be Freddie Woodman. He's, I believe, he's got a medical boot with Bournemouth. Good move, Ian.
I think it is from. I think that's his Championship football. I think is his standard. We've seen. Was it Swansea? Was at loan on for 2 years?
Yeah.
Outstanding at Swansea. Got his transfer fee with us. Didn't perform well. Didn't do much. And I think if we can bring Henderson in, then it's the right thing to do is loan him out.
Yeah. Wacky says Van der Bench has gone to Everton, which is a bad decision. Van der Bench, I love that.
That's a good one, Wacky. I might keep hold of that one.
Yeah,
fitness test apparently though for the Newcastle game. Just want to get the splinters out of his arse.
Yeah, it's going to take him a while, I think, Billy. Listen, I mean, Chelsea, with regards to Everton, obviously Frank Lampard signed a 2.5-year deal to become their manager. Is he going to be busy today, do you think, Jade? Because he's got literally, a very short amount of time now, 12 hours and 40 minutes to bring in some players. I mean, he needs players as well, doesn't he? Or Everton are in trouble. I mean, Van der Beek's not the answer to everything.
No, he's not the only gap they've got in that squad. There's a lot of problems in that Everton squad, and that's foretold by the fact they're only 4 points out of the relegation zone. Do I think that 12 hours and now 39 minutes is enough for him to bring in players that's going to make them comfortable and safe? No, I think they're in big, big trouble. He's going to come in and have to implement his style, his players, the way he wants to play, how he wants everything good. That's going to take time in itself.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't think that it's enough time. I do think Everton are in real trouble, especially if we beat them in the next game. Then they're only 1 point out of the relegation zone. I think they're in big trouble this season.
I can see them going down.
I can as well.
They are in huge trouble right now. Look at that squad.
Yeah.
Especially since Rafa sacked the head of recruitment as well. There's no one actually looking at players, to sign.
They haven't got a lot. It's not good. It's really not good for them at the minute.
Yeah, Wacky Angler. Yeah, we agree. Deepest sympathies to the Fulham fan and the family and friends of the Fulham fan that passed away. Paul Parrish yesterday at the game. Absolutely devastating. It just seems to be happening so much at the minute at games where there's always seems to be an emergency. But unfortunately, he was rushed to hospital and passed away 3 hours later. Absolutely devastating. So, everyone on the Toon Review and World of Sport sends their sympathies to Paul Parrish's family and friends. It's absolutely tragic. Moving on, best of luck with the shows today, Paul and team. Messon Green, we're not going to talk about him today. No. He doesn't even deserve to be airtimed. One thing I don't get, Lingard agreed personal terms with Newcastle. Wouldn't they pay Man U 20 million for him rather than the loan? Because the players we've signed...
He doesn't want the long term, does he?
No, he's agreed personal terms on a loan deal, not on a permanent move.
Yeah,
he's got his heart set on going to West Ham. It's obvious.
Well,
I think he'd come to us. Honestly, I think if Man United had accepted whatever offer we've paid, the 5 million or whatever it was for the loan offer, I genuinely believe that Lingard was up for coming to Newcastle, and I still think there's a chance that he might. I think he wants it.
Well, listen, I mean, the fact is, if we can, the big thing is getting him here. I think if Lingard came here and we sold the club to him while he was here, I have no doubt that he would possibly sign for us in the summer. He'll see the giant strides that new owners are taking to improve the club, to improve the facilities, the training ground, the academy. Players that will come in will see what we are building here. And if any players have aspirations to win things, then for me, Newcastle is a hell of a pull now. Because if we get the players in that we're linked with today to come in, I have no doubt that we will pull away and finish in mid-table. I've got no doubt. Chris, thank you for your £4.99. Get a keeper and one more midfielder in best window ever up the Maggies. And Adam McKeown, thank you for becoming a new member of the channel, mate. Welcome to the family.
That Fabrizio Romano saying that Target's a done deal.
Yeah, it looks like it. Matt Target will be a loan deal with a view to buy in the summer. Billy, your feelings on Matt Target?
A solid left back. I'm not sure that Aston Villa have actually progressed much by signing Digno ahead of him. He's a good left back. Target gets forward. Probably lacks a little bit of pace, but on the whole, a good solid signing.
Listen, Jade, I've just been thinking here, right?
Go on.
Dan Burn, Shah and Lascelles with wing backs of Trippier and Target.
Do you know, when I read this Matt Target thing this morning that we'd accepted a loan to go in for him, the first thing that came into my head was, it's my 5 at the back.
Yeah.
There's my wing backs.
Yeah.
It now looks quite cute, doesn't it, to play with wing backs? So
it could actually happen.
I genuinely think he's a really good pickup. I do. I quite like him. I think Aston Villa have made a massive misjudgment of business here.
Without a doubt.
So,
he was our player of the year last season.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it's a massive misjudgment from Aston Villa, personally.
Yeah.
I think he's a cracking signing. Really, really good bit of business from us. And I think it's poor judgment from Villa.
Well, we welcome a good morning to Toon Stato. Alex, I thought you were working today.
Good morning. I am. I am.
I'm back
for like 15 minutes and then I've got to go again.
You had one of those dodgy COVID tests this morning?
It's tax office, then medical insurance office, then lawyer. I've got to go to and from different places today for tax things. So.
Right. Rolly Renner, thanks for the £10 super chat. Thanks for the fantastic transfer coverage. If we can add Botman to the arrivals, it would be like all my birthdays and Christmases rolled into one. Alex, what do you think of this morning's news so far?
It's hard to keep up with. There's so much going on. I don't know what's true and what's not. There's Barry's typed about Diop with an £8 million
Listen, just
rejection.
ignore Barry's tweets because Barry's had very little sleep.
Do you want to see the latest
Barry
rumour?
even knows what planet he's
Is
on
the
today.
target one got legs? Because that looks okay.
Yes.
It's
It
has.
Romano's saying it's done.
Oh.
So
Never
The
mind.
latest
It's
rumour here.
definitely real.
This is the latest rumour.
Well,
Newcastle United have
Sorry,
entered
go on.
into discussions with Pini Zahavi and are willing to pay Yannick Carrasco's €60 million release clause today.
Wow.
Do it. If we get Yannick Carrasco, I will open a bottle of champagne live tonight and get wasted.
I've got
on it.
goosebumps.
Go into
It's incredible.
it. In the bid, open those talks and get Yannick Carrasco in.
They weren't meant to blow
Damn!
the 200 million in one transfer window, were
I
they?
am.
Everyone's gonna be
Everyone
rattled
knows
by
I follow
12 o'clock.
Atletico Madrid really, really heavily, so I know the squad extremely well.
Yeah, Carrasco's a
Get him.
absolute. Yeah,
Get him.
Jesus.
That's
I mean,
from
he's
Santiago Una,
I will
who's
buy
a
every
journalist
shirt
for
with his name
Mercato.
on.
he's
Yeah,
good.
well,
Man,
he's
good
a
managed
He's a good
level. He
journalist
is.
as well, Billy. He is a good journalist. Listen, the bottom line is we could have a new starting 11 by tomorrow morning, the way we're going at the minute. I mean,
Yeah,
can
not
you
far
imagine
off.
getting Carrasco in today as well? I mean,
I will never stop
Jesus
smiling if we sign
Christ.
Carrasco. I won't.
The
I
top six is
absolutely
going to be
enjoy
rattled
him as
by
a
12
player.
o'clock.
Yeah,
Spurs
there's
are
gonna be
also in talks.
Well, we've already.
Oh,
Well,
we'll
we've
beat
already
them.
beaten
Only
Spurs in a
Spurs.
couple of players at the
We've already
minute, so that
taken
doesn't
them.
worry me. Gary, thanks for the £6.10, matey. Always a pleasure. Good morning, guys. So which player have Newcastle gone around for? These new players we have now for great future in football. To be honest, I mean, look at that. Tony says the day of reckoning. It is the day of reckoning, but so far, it's a day of massive potential. I mean, Alex Ekiteke, he's on a fee agreed.
Yeah. So I remember us having the conversation about him a few weeks ago and checking the stats and a few videos. He's not the finished article, but he's exciting. He's very progressive. He picks the ball up and he looks forward. He runs. A lot of potential. I still think we'd need somebody a bit more ready-made up top, but again, we had that conversation where well, yeah, exactly. But he's quite. I'm not really sure where he plays because he does seem to be one of those players where you could put left mid, right mid, attacking midfield.
I
drops
couldn't
deep,
give
doesn't
a
he, a lot?
toss. The fact that he would be on the pitch for us instead of watching the likes of Dwight Gale, Jeff Hendrick, Sean Longstaff. I mean,
he's young as well, right? We need some young'uns.
Yeah.
We can't keep signing 29s. We need 21, 22s. So
He would learn beautifully from Yannick Carrasco as well. Because Yannick Carrasco
Yeah,
is a
good-
left winger,
good-
right
good
winger, left
point.
mid, right mid. He plays anywhere on either of those two sides.
goalkeeper,
Up and
striker.
down sides. Yeah, he can play
Everything.
He can even do the wing back position. So
It's saying that
I
we've
did
offered him a
see that
5-year
in one
deal.
of the reports. Yeah.
it's a fact.
yeah, he can do that as well. So get Ekiteke. Beautiful.
Yeah, when I was doing the Carrasco research, I was going back through lineups for the La Liga this season and just saw him at right wing back. I was like, what are you
Go
doing
on,
back
prove
there?
me right,
You must be
Stato.
up-
Prove me
you must be
right.
up there. I think it
I
was.
mean,
when
Ekiteke-
Breaking
Trippier
news,
left,
breaking news.
Ooh.
Well, it's not transfer related, but
Oh.
I've just had a text from Jade. She's at work till 5:30, but she is coming on the later shows tonight. She is
Yay.
returning to the Toon Review. Yes!
The Queen is returning.
And
The
there's the
Queen
first
of
signing
Heaven
deal.
is coming back. Tony says I had porridge for breakfast this morning, which means there is a good chance we will do a deal or two today.
I have a new three bowls. Keep eating it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't stop.
Don't stop.
I went to McDonald's after I dropped the burn off at school, but
Oh, look at the
listen,
sun.
I needed.
And the
some-
thing
I
with
need-
Ekiteke is he carries the ball from deep and he's got such great skills. And like Jade says, I think he can learn a lot from Carrasco, times and when he does these things. But he's got a trick as well. He's got a real trick in him. He's a real skillful player. And he's only 19.
Indeed.
Bags of potential there. Bags of it.
So much potential.
Massive. Huge.
Massive.
Ekiteke.
This time last year, while begging them to pay a loan fee for Hamza Chowdhury, now we're talking about signing Carrasco for 60 million.
Hey, it's a different bloody world, isn't it? It's like we've
Well, that's
just sort of.
isn't that his release clause as well?
Yes.
It's 60 million, 65
Yeah.
million-ish. So
Yeah.
if we hit that, then it's down to the player.
Stato, when you at some point today, can you ramp up your stats and see how much we've actually spent? Because I can't think off the top of my head, but it's
Well, BBC have quoted 75 million the pre-damp burn signing because that's to be confirmed officially, isn't
Yeah.
it? So, was to be unveiled. So I think it's about 92.
so we're going to be
so
close to 200 million by the end of the day. The way
Yeah,
it's
well, there
looking.
was a stat that we spent 90 million in the previous 14 January transfer windows under Ashley, and we've spent 92 to this month so far. So we've equaled 14 Januaries under Ashley already. And if we get the 3 or 4 rumoured, it might go up to 140, 150. If Carrasco's triggered, it might get closer to 200. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Billy, do you remember our predictions on World of Sport TV on how much we were going to spend?
Yeah, I
And
said
you
to,
and me
didn't I?
both said, you and me both said it was going to be between 170 and 200 million. And
I would have said you were nuts at that point, and now I'm
exactly. Everyone did.
I'm eating
Everyone
my
said
words.
me and Billy were crazy for saying it.
1,500.
I mean,
Everyone
look,
said we were mad for having that kind of prediction. Well, we're not far off it now, are we?
yeah, but how good does it feel, right, to be like this? And we're only it's only 10:30 in the morning on deadline day,
dream.
and look at
real.
what we're doing already. We are trying to just go for it, and one thing this is going to do is this is going to piss the Premier League off massively. All the teams in the Premier League, can you imagine what Ralph Hasenhüttl thinks this morning? Waking up and having his cornflakes, and he's sitting there and he's seeing Newcastle spending in excess of £200 million, and he's like,
He'd be thinking, "Oh fuck! They only started this debate over Trippier playing. They've fucking got a new squad."
He's probably going to rip to all his plans of playing against Hendrick and Longstaff, and now he's got to rewrite him with Guimaraes and Carrasco.
Yeah, I mean, Ralph, if you're watching, mate, hey, but never mind. Gary says, woohoo. Woohoo wahoo. Great day so far watching the show. McDonald's, KFC, and Subway's ordered. I'm not budging. Good man.
I hope you're going to eat them all at once.
Yeah, exactly. Matt Target's done deal. I've just had a text from my Heinz, and it is apparently done. Barry's just texted me saying it's done. Lots of listen. It could well be that he's planning a wing back system. Maybe she heard you, Jade, and got rather scared and thought I best do it, or Jade's going to hunt me down.
Look, I'm not the most prolific manager of Football Manager 22 at Atletico Madrid's ever had, right? Because I don't know what I'm doing.
Well,
we're talking about how much we'd spend. Sky are saying if Ekiteke comes in, 120 million spent.
Billy, we're getting close, boy. We're getting close.
Bring Carrasco in, that's 200 million nearly. And there's still other names on that list.
Well, Van de Beek's currently having a medical now at Everton. Barcelona look like they're going to get a loan signing of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who, of course, was linked with us. Quite frankly, I don't care now, especially if we get Ekiteke. George says deadline is party for Newcastle. Yes, it is. We've put in for the left back from Aston Villa. Yeah, it's done. First deadline day I've been excited for in a long time. What other surprises have they got for us? Well, I mean, Ronald, it surprises. It's just, I mean, it's incredible. It surprises is a word that I think we're going to use for quite a long time today. Alex, what's your thoughts on Dean Henderson?
Yeah. So I disagree slightly with what was said before I jumped on because I was watching, and I think he is good for competition right now. I think he is going to be the future England #1, and he has got a high skill ceiling. Yeah, 100%. But right now, I would keep Dubravka because he knows the team. He's vocal. He's passionate. He understands the project. He's improved the last couple of games. I would not bring Dean Henderson in to start over the top of him. I would bring him in as competition. And if Dubravka starts flapping about again, rotate. But we looked at the stats. It's not there's not that much in it. Dubravka's actually got better distribution, which was the conversation last night. So yeah, I'd 100% get him in as competition, but it's not as clear cut as people are suggesting that he would just go in straight over the top of Dubravka. Definitely not. The stats do not suggest that at all. And he's not played first team football for a while.
That, ladies and gentlemen, that is why we have Toon Stato on the channel. If you want controversy and you want someone to disagree with you, Toon Stato is the man. Well said, matey. Andy, you should give yourself take your face for a shit this morning. Listening to Talk Sport, absolutely disgraceful. You should be this is the place to be all day, us in World of Sport. You do not need Talk Sport at all because basically they hate Newcastle United, and that's why we call them Talk Shide.
Everybody's
potentially
thing, aren't they, this morning?
Potentially, Alex, with the signings we're making, Dubravka might not know his team at the end of the day.
That's very true. He might be looking out for instructions, and
He's got a new. Well, he's got a new. He's almost got a new defence in front of him, especially if we go for a couple more. John Joe's bloody buzzing this morning. One new owners have spent more in this window than Ashley did in 14 years. Kevin just shouts, "Rise!" Indeed.
No, he wants John on a research. He's too old. Sorry.
Yes. Big shout out to Paul and Baz and the gang for their marathon effort today. It's going to be epic. Thank you very much. I am normally excited on deadline day, but that gets beaten out of me pretty quickly. Not today, though. No, indeed not. Indeed not. Trying to see if anything else is coming in, but there's nothing there. Anything on news? I've got the.
Is West Ham to Darwin Nunez true?
Sorry.
Is the West Ham are in for Darwin Nunez? Is that true? Because he was heavily linked with us for a long time, wasn't he?
I haven't heard anything on that, but I think that Liverpool signed. Was it Diaz yesterday? Is it Luis Diaz? Who's
Diaz?
From Porto.
Yeah, very good.
Having work permit issues already, wasn't he?
Yeah, but they're expected that'll pretty much go through.
He's their Mane replacement, isn't he? So
you away, Billy? Right, we'll see you later on, matey. Take care.
See you later, guys.
See you later, Billy.
Billy will be back with us later on, of course. Reports coming in now that Middlesbrough are monitoring Kieran Clark's situation.
They just gets better and better.
Yeah, so they're monitoring the Dan Burn situation. If Dan Burn signs for Newcastle, it looks like Borough may well go in for Kieran Clark. Now, I don't know whether that's a loan deal for the season or a
free deal would be fine. Just
listen. We'll give them a 2-for-1 on Hendrick as well. You know why not?
Exactly. Buy one, get one free. Happy days.
Yeah. There's newspaper reports about Bruno Guimaraes trolling the Arsenal, trolling Arsenal with a Newcastle announcement video. Indeed,
have you seen the video?
That was brilliant.
It's beautiful.
Absolutely superb. Absolutely superb.
Oh, is that us that's done that for him, or has he done that with a team?
No, he's done it himself, apparently.
I saw it on his account, so
yeah.
It came from his official account. So,
yep,
I can assume he was happy with it.
It's safe to say Barbara's getting excited this morning. We are heading for a Champions League place, not a relegation. Come on, the Toon. Fabrizio's going to be a busy man. Yeah, I think we'll make a big push. I mean, I heard Eddie Howe get interviewed this morning, and he was saying that he's not 100% happy yet with the January transfer window. However, he was talking about the summer. I mean, if this is like just a light transfer window for Newcastle, then what the hell is going to happen in the summer?
That's the words you love to hear.
Yeah.
We've already done such an insane amount of business, and we're so excited by the business that we've done because we haven't done it for so long. But for them, it's like, no, this is just the beginning. People we've only just started, and that's great to hear because it gets you so excited for the future.
Yep. Trull says we've almost bought half a team and we're still not done. Buzzing. Morning, my fellow Toons, and it's a great morning, isn't it? Nice to see Eriksen going to Brentford. Yeah, we spoke about that. What do you feel about that, Alex? Because interesting move, but good to see him back, especially at the top flight, given that 7 months ago he was dead for 7 minutes.
Yeah, it's amazing considering everything that happened. It's brilliant that he's managed to find a way back into football because he's still only, is he 32? He's not. I think he's 32. Yeah. Might be a year out there. He was a cracking player. He lost his way a little bit, but he's an incredible talent. He's one of those incredible natural talents. He was linked with Manchester United for so many years as their midfield problem, and I think that's when they had their little weird moment where they went and got Schweinsteiger and a bunch of I don't know what they were doing there. But Eriksen is he deserves
I'll be back in a minute.
Definitely.
All right, no problem. Ian's just popped off a minute.
And he's with a bunch of Danish players and the Danish manager, so he's got some familiar faces. And he's back in England. So obviously he's lived Brentford's near London, so it ticks Gabio Bonlahor's box, doesn't it?
It does. He's gone to Brentford, yeah. Jimmy says I'm devastated about Clark and Hendrick. Borough clearly isn't far enough away. Yeah. Usually
Jimmy is out of the club. Let's just be happy.
Yeah. Usually difficult to do good business in January. God knows what you will be doing in the summer. Kevin says we can afford to give them all away. Clark, Gale, Gillespie, et al. Matthew says, strange, I can't see anyone complaining about how are the owners anymore. Well, isn't that strange? I mean, just unbelievable, really. We always said patience, Jade. It was going to be that way. We always kind of knew and spoke about deadline day and thought, right, you know, these clubs have been arsey with us, but there will be movement. There will be movement all the way through until transfer window. By the way, Alex, Eriksen's 29, buddy. You're doing him a disservice.
He's only 29.
He is.
You aged him.
I have. He's been around for years. He's the same age as Lingard. Bloody hell.
He is.
Really?
Toon Dave, thanks for the £6.10, mate. To help with Paul's tissue fund for when Cody is announced.
I'll tell you what, Paul. I just want to butt in there. I remember when we were talking about last week, this Man United messing about with this Lingard loan fee, and we were all saying, well, maybe they're scared we're going to be a rival much sooner than we all think.
Yeah.
And I think this kind of back end of this month is...
Yeah.
I mean, when we said that out loud last week, I was like, oh, well, maybe. But it's starting to seem a bit more realistic that they're panicking that we're going to be up there next year. That's what it seems like. They genuinely, the people at the top seem to be worried we're going to be up there sooner rather than later. So,
yeah. I mean, the funny thing is, when we signed Chris Wood, even I was saying, look, it might be a case of us just looking around for players around the bottom of the Premier League to come in and help us sort of move out of the relegation zone. And then we go and sign Gomes, and we're going possibly Carrasco now. You know, Eki Teki. I mean, it's absolutely bizarre.
Because they'll know more than we do, won't they? Because they're in the know with agents and they hear things like at the top. So if they think we're a threat, we're a threat. Because they know more than we do as fans.
Exactly. Jan, thanks for becoming a new member. Yeah, thanks for becoming a new member, matey. Welcome to the family. Adrian says, I bought mine online, angry, and they didn't have Bruno on the store page. That's to get Bruno's name on the back of shirts. Some of our players have been dead for more than 7 minutes. Oh, dear me. Angry Larry, welcome to the family, mate. Thanks for becoming a new member. Barney Rubble says, Jimmy, you'll be well pleased with the replacements, brother. Aston Villa player, yep, he's in, basically. It's agreed. It's apparently a done deal for Target. Adam says, got Sky Sports News on, and it's good to see our name up in the transfer section for done deals. I know. It's still very, very bizarre. Evening, morning, all from New Zealand here again. I'm buzzing. Really happy for Howe to get a legit crack with this squad too. Deserves it, in my opinion. John says, it just goes to show how bad it's been for Newcastle under Fat Ashley when you look at what's been spent in the last 14 years and now smashed it with new owners' first window. Alex, by 11 o'clock, we could be picking a team which has maybe only 3 of the current 11 in it.
You're right, because Keith Downey's just put up a video of Matt Targett arriving for his medical. So you're 100% right. Yeah, I mean, if Target's in, plus Burn, plus a keeper, Trippier, Guimaraes, I mean, it could be seven-ish first team players as well. Not even rotation. It could be seven-ish new faces out of the 11 could be completely different in that first team sheet. It could be very interesting. Super. We might actually have strength in depth. I don't know what that means. We haven't had that for so long.
What I love is you've got obviously the so-say big six. Now I hate that phrase because I don't understand what defines a big six to me. Like Tottenham haven't won a trophy in God knows how many years. You know, some people have put Everton in there. I haven't seen them do anything, so I don't like it. But going off that, you've got Tottenham, Man United, and Arsenal who have all been so stagnant for so long, sat comfortably in that big six for so long and not been pressed. You know, not really. West Ham this season, but, you know, looking back, they've been able to just kind of plug along and continuously take these spaces. I'm loving the fear now that all their fans have got and the clubs have got because Newcastle are here. And you're watching us do all this business. And it's all really good business with, you know, really good players, you know, already proven players, promising players. And we're just going around and picking them all off, putting them in our squad. And you can just see the panic around that top six of we are coming. and it could be sooner than you thought, you know, and it's brilliant to watch. Loving the meltdowns. Keep having meltdowns for me, fans. It's great.
I don't know if you mentioned this when I was away, but have you seen Matt Target's at the training ground?
Yeah, it's great news. It's all done, just apart from his medical needs to be done. Jade, you have a fan apparently. TalkSport only accepts people with an IQ under 65. We are well over 100 IQ in here. Exactly, mate. Exactly.
They couldn't afford me.
Maggot says Berwick can have Longstaff as well. The best thing is that we seem to be addressing what we've been saying for years. We've been moving very smartly and not getting taken for a ride. They seem to have worked this very well, and having the new owners, they've worked the transfer window very well. Despite sort of halfway through the window, there seemed to be a lot of criticism from fans, unfounded criticism, to be fair.
It was berserk when we all seen the fans come out. They wanted Howe gone. They wanted the owners to start spending money. They weren't investing. Yet they've done it smart and efficient in my eyes. I think they've not just bought players for the sake of it.
Mm-hmm.
Teams have run up. They've pulled out. They've said that they're not going to be taken for ransom off them.
Yeah.
And I think they've not let anyone go until they know that they've got the depth there. They've got replacements in line.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think today we'll see people leave, but I think we'll see a lot more come through the door.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think there'll be a lot of names we've not heard of yet.
Indeed. David Parker, thanks for the £17.99 super chat, matey. Thank you very much for that donation. If you are enjoying the show so far, guys, please do hit the like button for us. We are putting in a mammoth effort for you today to keep you updated on all the transfers right up until midnight tonight. So if you are enjoying it, please hit the like button. If you are new to the channel and you like what you see, please consider subscribing. You can also become a member if you hit the join button just underneath the video itself. Or if you can't see that, it is linked down below in the description. You can also donate to the channel like many people have very, very generously this morning. If you hit the $sign at the bottom of the live comments, that will take you through that way as well. And of course, a very big shout out to the Toon Review sponsors, Geordie Riffs, professional guitar repairs and servicing. If you need any help with your guitar at all, give Graham or Natalie a shout. Northeast-based business. They are offering 10% off your first guitar repair or 10% off your first guitar setup. They're also offering your first guitar lesson completely free. Just quote the Toon Review and you will get those offers. You can visit the website. It's down below in the description. They are also available on Facebook and Twitter as well. Right, Stato, you've got to pop off. I'll see you later on this afternoon, buddy.
Take care, guys. Enjoy the day.
Hey.
So we are down to 3. We will plow on. It's like the three. I was going to say the 3 degrees, but I'll say the Musketeers. It sounds better. Angry Larry says 40-1 for Newcastle to finish in the top 10. Money in the bank. Isn't it incredible now, Jade, that people are saying, you know, Newcastle could possibly finish top 10. Yet, you know, literally 3 days ago, we were crying.
I'm so amused by it because for a while I've said, you know, we're only a couple of points out getting out of the bottom 3.
Yeah.
There's a good 6-7 teams down there that are all in this relegation battle. And you've got journalists and everyone else all saying it's between, you know, the bottom 4 and Newcastle are a dead cert to go down. And every time I hear it, it frustrates me because it's like, can you not do basic math? You know, can you not read? The table is a lot more open than that. So the fact that we were slow and steady to begin with, you know, I quite like.
Baz was right with the op. Pete Graves says that the interest's there and the contact has been made.
Another one. And speaking of the man himself, good morning.
Celebrate good
times. Come on.
Bazza says to wear shirts and whatnot. I come wearing a shirt. Really nice, really smart for the occasion. Everyone else is summing it.
Well, I mean...
I'm wearing pride and joy here. This is expensive.
Yeah.
This was $5.99 on DHgate.
Mine was £3. I ran to Primark for you lot.
Brilliant.
See, Jade, now I was just praising you there, and then you went, I went to Primark and spent £3, and it just, it basically, it
looks good though, doesn't it, for £3? Happy days.
It does. You look very professional, Jade, I have to say.
I was going to wear my suit.
More professional than the rest of us.
Yeah,
why I come here to the Toon Review, you know, because Paul's here.
Ooh. Yeah, I was going to wear a suit, but I need it for Wednesday, don't I? So
I can't find mine.
I still have to buy one, to be honest. Mr. Jones says, absolutely love it. All them crap deadline days we've had and finally it's our turn. Get in.
Yes.
Hugo, it's off to the goal. Hugo with the ball in the net and the keeper upset. Hugo. Jimmy says, not sure whether Eriksen will cut the bacon at Brentford like. Danish bacon.
Have you seen Mick McCarthy's interested in the Sunderland job? That is so funny.
Oh, God, you couldn't write a script for them down the road, could you? I mean, I don't know whether you saw earlier on, Baz, we were talking about Jermaine Defoe going back there.
Oxford are favourite to get him.
Oxford
Really?
are. Oh, if Sunderland lose out to Oxford, I mean, that just... Honestly, can this day get any better?
Did you see my tweet about if Carlsberg did deadline days?
Yeah. I mean, it's
Borough
unbelievable.
taking our rejects. Sunderland got Mick McCarthy.
Mick McCarthy.
And we spent 115 million.
It's
Is
just
there any truth in us releasing the doing the release calls for Yannick Carrasco?
I have not heard that. I will keep an eye on my phone. So
I have literally
Nice.
2 minutes ago.
60 million release calls.
Oh, wait a minute. Newcastle
he's
are ready to
best-
pay
and
the
he's
60
really good
million
friends with
release
Kieran
clause for
Trippier.
this guy. Talks ongoing, but Spurs are also in the running. So yes, I
Yeah.
have heard it. I just haven't had a chance to read it.
That would just make my day.
I'm guessing, Paul, that your Hines is probably my second HP, I think.
I'm not sure.
Does he work outside certain football grounds and puts pictures into our rooms on TVs?
I can't say.
Yes, he does. It's him.
Not that well. One of them is. I've got
One of
three.
them is. I've got two. So we do share one.
Yes. Barney Rubble says,
I've got
smoking
none. I just
myself,
pitch information off the boys.
smoking myself some Blueberry Dream this morning. Happy time, says Barney. What the hell is Blueberry? I hope that's a vape.
Yeah, it will be, won't it?
Wacky says, heard Gabby Agbonlahor the other day. Sounds and looks like a punch-drunk boxer.
Upsetting him to me is another. It's another one of those situations I really enjoy. Like I don't follow Talk Sport.
yes.
I don't read their reports, but other people share it, and I see it on my newsfeed, and I'm loving that. It's really upsetting him as well. That so far already we've already done tremendous business, and it looks like we're going to continuously do more. So
absolutely,
I'm enjoying this backhand slap on him because I never rated him as a player anyway.
Max says he's just seen Santa Claus in the strawberry. Aaron Wilson, thanks for the £4.49 super chat. He says, listen to you guys all day while I'm at work. Appreciate the effort, lads and lasses. Smile on my face on deadline day. Who would have thought it?
It's unreal, isn't it?
I mean, Eddie Howe's joined us, guys. Working so hard to get more signings in for this beloved club. The fans will be so excited, says Eddie. You keep working, son. We love you.
Go on, Eddie.
Is target done? Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
He was he was targeted.
I wasn't massively excited about this, ladies and gentlemen.
Bazzy's a good player.
For a meeting with the board.
The only thing
I've just seen that.
That worries me about it is that why is he leaving Villa? Because Villa are technically in a better
because they
position.
bought in Digne, so he's lost his place.
True.
Because we're a better and bigger club than Aston Villa, Barry.
Yeah, that was true. We would have got Digne.
No, listen.
We are a bigger club, Baz.
Digne didn't want to come to us. There was a difference. Digne didn't want to come because...
Did you not see Fabrizio Romano's posts?
Exactly, Baz.
He told me every day, at least 3 times a day, he didn't want to come.
Digne went to Villa and took his place. He's unhappy about it. We've offered him first team football. He's coming to us. Grass is greener, and he's decided to take the jump. Welcome over, lad.
Yeah, I've just actually had a text about Lingard as well.
I'm hoping
he's gone into emergency meeting with. You've just said that, haven't you? He's in
to discuss his future.
I've just had a text. Yeah, it could be interesting to see what happens with that one.
Yeah.
Get him and Yannick Carrasco, and I'll just.
I mean, it's
what
just
a day.
Incredible. Dele Alli said to be spitting feathers with Spuds today because they're blocking his move to Newcastle. I still think that might happen. Rick Boone, thanks for the $5 Australian super chat, matey. Love this deadline day. I'm from Newcastle in Australia. Up the Toon.
He said that in the last show as well, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I went there when I was in Australia. It's quite close to Melbourne.
Yeah, it is actually. What a time to be alive. I wish my uncle could have seen this unfold, and it's absolutely surreal. Indeed, I mean, there'll be a few people sort of, Dave was so looking forward to this transfer window. He was so looking to be a part of it. So hopefully, doing this all day stream, we can make him proud, and hopefully the club make him proud by getting all the signings in. And I'm sure he'll be watching down on us, proud of punches what we're doing today.
I think
he'll
be proud as it is. To be fair,
Yep.
to me, it's a 10 out of 10 window. already easily.
Yeah, definitely.
It's fantastic. The owners.
I'll agree with you, Baz. It's slowly going up in the ratings this transfer window.
Definitely a 10.
I'm sat on 8.
So
I'm about 8 as well. I have to say. However, if we get the few more players in that we're linked with, then it'll go to a 12.
Just want to say though, I hope all those fans who were criticising the owners halfway through this transfer window and whinging their tits off and tweeting them and messaging them and all this sort of stuff are giving their heads a bit of a shake and a bit of a wobble this morning, because all they had to do was be patient. And we said it for how many weeks?
Well, yeah,
be patient.
But Baz, Matt Targett, Aston Villa's player of the season last year, by the way.
He was, yeah, I know. It's a bit of a strange one, isn't it? I mean, I'm looking forward to listening to Richard's thoughts on Targett, obviously, with him being a Villa fan. He should hopefully be on either one of our shows tonight. He says he's going to do his best to get on. So it'll be interesting to have his point of view on whether that is a great signing for us or not.
Yeah, definitely.
The start of the salty fans.
Here we go.
33 million on 19-year-old striker. 16 million on Carrasco release clause, 25 million on Wood. Newcastle are in a relegation dogfight, but they've appointed rich owners, so now they think they can spend their way out of it. Surely this is going to be a breach of FIFA fair play. Ban them now from any more transfers today.
I'd suggest they do their research on financial fair play, because we're not actually breaching anything.
Get salt everywhere. Get the salt everywhere.
You wee bastards.
Yeah, hey! There's still 12 hours left.
Exactly.
And the Bruno deal is spread across a couple of years, so it doesn't breach financial fair play. It doesn't affect our financial fair play because they've done a deal to spread the payments out, because they're not stupid. So sit in a little box.
They don't have a clue.
And,
They're manx.
Watch us overtake you in our brand new shiny Ferrari.
Yes. Shogun, thanks for becoming a new member of the Toon Review. Welcome to the family, my friend. Sky Sports got footage of Targett arriving for his medical. Yep. Van der Beek struggling with his medical. They're struggling to get the bench off his ass. Wow. Eddie says, I'd love it if we spent £200 million. And Eddie Howe says, well, we'll just have to go with what we've got for now.
With Van der Beek, let's not be petty about it. Let's not be those kind of fans that say all the crap about him. He wants to stay in Manchester or close to Manchester because his wife's pregnant. He's settled there. It's one of the reasons why he didn't want to go to Palace and one of the reasons why he didn't want to come up north. Just let that one be. You know, we've got a better player anyway. So, yeah.
But the fact that we got Bruno over him, really couldn't care less about Van Dijk. Now that name doesn't mean anything to me now.
I just think he's got splinters in his ass.
Just let it be.
I am going to laugh at those jokes if they're tweeted to me, though, because I do find it funny.
Damn right.
But,
it's a Dave Joy buzz.
And it is a Dave Joy. What I'm saying is that let's just enjoy the joyness and stay away from being salty towards Van der Beek.
We're not being salty, we're just taking the piss. It's not saltiness because we couldn't give a shit whether he's here or not, to be honest. Because we've got Grammarish.
That's better. The light's a bit better.
Matt Targett is a good player. Quite pleased with that, says Jimmy. Newcastle just posted excess luggage for sale, 50% off. Luggage as in certain players.
I like that.
Baz, apparently Middlesbrough interested in Kieran Clark as well once the Dan Burn deal gets announced.
Yeah, both of them. I'm very happy about that. Get rid of them. That's two places that comes up. There's also Matty Longstaff to Carlisle and Oxford, I think I said last night, if I can remember rightly.
Oxford are a bit busy this morning trying to beat someone. Ronald Bell, thanks for the £5 super chat. He says, Paul, can you not see the super stickers sent £5? Sometimes I don't get to see the super stickers, mate. Sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't. But thank you very much anyway. I really appreciate it.
They never show up at the top. They just show up in the chat. And if we've got that many comments coming in, it's, you know, you've got to get to it. That's the problem.
If you do, just keep super chats are easy because they come straight up at the top of the screen, mate, so I can see them straight away. Football Style says, Paul, we need ASM replacement. Ooh.
No,
I don't think we need a replacement for him. I think we need somebody who's gonna push him, and make him want it mentally more than what we all know. He's got depth. Yeah, so we just need somebody. The same as some of the other positions. We need somebody who's gonna push him. Yeah.
What is it? And it's like it's a deep end at the pool, isn't it? Where you
never had it before. It's new to me.
What the hell? Yeah, Kieran says Eki Teki is probably buzzing with his Geordie nickname already. Eki Teki, love it. Adam says, do you reckon
SDK,
too many
isn't
signings may disrupt the dressing room? This is a big reason I think he will stick behind Lascelles for the rest of the season. I don't think it'll disrupt the dressing room at all because these players that we're
I'm
getting
sure they're going to be excited.
Yeah.
They've all been there for years and years and just watched it stagnate. You need to look at this and
I have a
be
feeling
realistic.
Isaac Hayden might be looking and thinking,
I'm not getting the game anymore, am I?
A bit stupid now.
That video is going to look really silly.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. Sean says, this is the best transfer window I have ever seen. Proper buzzing up the mags. Troll says, the giant has awoken. Mashed Potato says, don't worry, be happy. That's what we should tweet back to the Man United fans. Tom McGuire, thanks for becoming a member of the Toon Review. Welcome to the family, my friend. Michael Sharp says, do you think all the new players will start against Everton? Yeah, damn bloody right they will.
I'd love
plenty
them
of time to
I
settle
don't
in,
think they
haven't
all will.
Yeah.
I think a few of them will, but I don't think all of them will.
Do you see Bruno being in the squad?
Oh, hell yeah, he'll start.
Absolutely.
He's not
Absolutely.
coming
Oh, yeah,
back
he's
till
a
Friday,
starter. He's
Listen,
an
He's not
absolute
back
starter.
he's not back in UK till Friday.
Doesn't matter, we don't play till Tuesday.
Well, the days keep changing.
Listen,
we were told it could be anything between Tuesday to Friday. So
Well, he's
plays
playing on
Wednesday.
He's playing on Wednesday for Brazil, so it won't be before then. It'll probably be Thursday, Friday. But listen,
I'd go Thursday, Friday. But he'll definitely be in the squad.
players normally come back from international duty and go straight back in, don't they? So listen, he's match fit
Exactly.
as well. So it's not like he has to get match fitness. He's match fit. As are
Just
most,
be a bit jet lagged, won't
most
he?
of the signings, you know. So
he's
there's
used
no
to travelling
reason.
Wednesdays and playing on Saturdays
Exactly.
because he plays Champions League. So he's
And
used
listen,
to that Wednesday.
we're not going to spend all this money and take a risk of not playing our new signings when we're still in relegation trouble. We need these players. That's why they're spending all this money on the players to get out of relegation. Therefore, they will be in the team.
See, Villa have done a bit of business this morning as well. 3 players have come in. I don't know how. There's not too many well-known names. It might be under 23s, to be fair. There's Jay Scott. There's someone from Kansas City.
Burnley.
And there's another player I just saw come up there saying just Villa have got 3 in already as well this morning. So, but I think they might be squad or under 23 players by the looks of it.
Someone's tweeted out a picture of a Bungalow sitting on the bench for Villa and says they're even joining us from his club.
What do you make of this Weghorst to Burnley?
Yeah, I'm just seeing it now on Sky Sports News. He's signed.
Has he actually signed, does he?
Yeah, it's done.
Yes, yeah, it's official. Burnley have signed a player.
Wow,
So
Weghorst.
A lot of people
Wout
were
Weghorst?
angry that we weren't in from last night, and they were saying, but then people were saying they'd rather have Origi over him, which I was like, you've got to be joking. And then I said,
You know what it is, though? Weghorst are very much like a very much like Chris Wood. To be honest, he's
a replacement for Chris Wood.
It's just a straightforward replacement.
Yeah.
But well done to them. Well done to them for going out.
Yeah, they needed someone in, didn't they? So
that's what it is. They needed a striker. They needed
gives
to
them a
replace
fighting
Chris Wood.
chance.
They've gone out. They picked one up.
Yeah. Lawrence says here and Gale could be leaving depending on incomings. I think that's it.
I think that'll happen now.
Depends what our attackers we get, doesn't it?
Ekitike, that's it. Gale's gone. 1 in, 1 out.
It's not enough.
It is.
Yeah.
It's enough because Dwight Gale never gets a look in. Let's face it. Even when Dwight Gale is available and no one else is available, we put ASM up front instead,
He
don't
still
we?
can't.
So,
He's gone.
Yeah, and he struggles playing in that position, so I wouldn't say it's enough.
Not good up front.
No,
exactly.
he's not.
El
Ian
Ghazi,
says,
Aston
Ian
Villa
says,
to Everton.
aye. Ian says, Jade, I'm so happy today I'd shag Paul. Steady on, Ian.
Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing that information with me.
Steve Smith was the other one to Villa.
Yeah. Steve Marler, thanks for the Australian $6.10, matey. G'day, Paul. Been unable to join recently, working in Sydney. Time zone kills me. I have COVID, so feeling poorly. 10 p.m. here. Hope I can stick out the 14 hours. How are the lads? You get well soon, mate.
Yeah,
and there's nothing
definitely.
better than feeling better by just curling up on the settee, watching us through the night in Australia.
You seen Burnley are in talks with Origi as well this morning.
Yeah, I did hear that earlier on, but
That would be interesting because he doesn't fit their style of play.
he doesn't fit any type of player, does he? According to you, Jed, he's you're not a big fan, are you?
I'm not a big fan of him, no. But Burnley aren't known for for that kind of.
He's only good when he
kind of
comes on at the
strikers,
88th minute and scored. Good for that 2 minutes.
I don't like the mentality of Origi, and like I said last night and previous nights, I won't take my opinion back on that.
Yeah,
Yeah, he has a weak mentality.
indeed. Toon Down Under says, can't we give Clark to the Mackhams to help them out? Oh, dear.
It's on his level now, isn't it?
Yeah, we need to be careful though. Let's hope we don't do a Leeds a la Rio Ferdinand era. They bought far too quickly and flopped. Fingers firmly crossed.
Look, some are going to flop. It's as simple as that. We're not going to get 100% record in the transfer window, but how badly do we need bodies? That's why all this business is happening. So if we can get 4 out of 6 firing, that's going to keep us up. And that's what the owners are doing. Shit or bust. They're throwing everything at it. They want to stay in the Premier League. They're showing how they want it badly. It's as simple as that.
I think it's character. You look at Dan Burns and stuff, they're buying players alongside these younger players of Bruno and Ekitike. Players like Dan Burns and stuff, they got the age, they got the experience of the league. So we've got that nice little blend. So it's a little bit different compared to what some of the other clubs have done.
And Ekitike is
nice
one
little
for the
mesh.
future.
Definitely, he's 19.
It's a 5-year contract, so it's
Yeah,
develop
he's a 5-year
as well.
contract. Bruno's only 24. So we've got those nice young fire talents alongside these older experienced players. It's going to mesh well. They're doing it smart.
Yep. Saleh in Saudi Arabia, thank you for the 1999. What's their currency in Saudi?
Rebels?
I'm not even going to guess. I don't know if.
But anyway, thank you for the super chat. He says, morning to all from Saudi. The PIF chairman has just said on local news it's going to be a busy day for Newcastle United.
Definitely.
Love to hear it.
It already is a busy day. 6 medicals booked in, 3 of them already claimed.
The thing a month ago, I was working today.
Unbelievable. Father Ted says there's rumours the Big Six are on antidepressants with the success of Newcastle in the transfer window. You guys have done a brilliant job this window. Thanks, Max. Yeah.
I love how we're saying thanks for the credit as if we've got the deals over the line.
And... we have.
Absolute madness.
We've willed them in.
Yeah. Kamal says, hello from Bahrain. I've been a Newcastle supporter since the early 90s. A word of advice for all the young fans that grew up watching the last couple of years. Enjoy the ride. It's going to get even better.
Just remember, lads, right? We haven't even stayed in the Premier League yet. So if they're
Chloe wants to know who was signing. Everybody.
Everyone. Every top player in European football, Chloe, we're getting them all.
Yeah. Ari Harris, a Spurs supporter here. No fear here at all. It's naivety to think Newcastle will immediately challenge the top 6 clubs. Consolidation this season is your priority. Realistically, next season we'll see. Yeah, well, we know that.
That's what we said.
We need to consolidate this season. That's what we're saying. Listen, when you hear people say, "Oh, we're going for Champions League and stuff like that," this season, it's tongue in cheek because we
can't even get enough points to do that, can we?
Exactly.
We can't even catch them.
I don't even know what banter is down in London because they just seem to be very confused between what we say is a joke and what we say is a joke and what we say is reality. And they just seem to think when we joke that we're going to hit Champions League football this season, they all seem to take it really seriously. Yeah. We obviously don't mean it. We just want to stay up this season. Yeah. Talk to us again in the summer.
Currently, we have 1,400 people watching. Thank you so much. Absolutely unbelievable. That's record figures for the Toon Review. And I am just watching Matt Target get out of the get out of the van. He's away to look at those wheelie bins.
Oh God! Just watch him walk straight back out again.
Listen, it might be all posh inside, I mean, it looks dreadful outside.
We don't know, do we?
Oh dear.
I know.
Jan says Ekitike is a player very similar to Vlahovic, just 2 years younger. Listen, he's the next Mbappe, and we're getting him.
It's saying on Sky,
you know what it is? What they might have done though in the two training ground, they might have gone to Aldi and bought those blow-up jacuzzis and that for the players. Filled them with ice. There you go, guys. Have them instead of wheelie bins.
Yeah.
It's saying Newcastle and Villa are still discussing whether there'll be an option to buy Matt Target in the summer.
Yeah.
And at what level?
Yeah.
The deal is almost.
It's an option to buy, so it leaves it open. I don't mind that.
Yeah, exactly. Barbara says, I reckon we shall soon be getting Glory Hunter supporters, which would upset me. You'll get that, without a shadow of a doubt.
Every club, though, every big club's got them. You just got to take them with tongue in cheek, haven't you? And
I want to know where that kiddie is that, he was in the paper a few years ago and I saw a post on it in Twitter, which reminded me that he was putting his Newcastle shirt in a bin and bought a Man City shirt because they had the takeover. Yeah. If you're out there, I really want to talk to you. So tweet out. Yeah, I'd love an interview chat with you on one of the channels. I'd really love to have a conversation.
Oh, Jesus. Richard Hine, thanks for becoming a new member of the channel. Welcome to the family, bud. Good luck with toilet breaks today. Well, I was up at 6 o'clock for my daily poo, so that's already done.
So Paul's got the bands off. Breaking news.
Laid some cable outside the house for the new broadband. Can you feel the ground tremble? The Geordies are coming, says Jason. John says only been 50 minutes coverage for you guys. Well, yeah, I'm not that far behind. But already 1,200 watching, loving it already, and still 13 hours to go. You're all superstars. Thanks, John. Thank you very much for that. No farting, guys and girls.
That's what the mute button's for.
Yeah, I've got a mute button. We're all right.
Listen, if you've got a pump, you've got a pump. Especially doing this kind of thing.
I refuse to give myself a stomach ache for anyone. So if it happens, it happens.
CFC Florida. Wow, thank you for the $100, mate. Super chat. Wow. That is very, very generous. And the comment there for all your transfer window coverage. It's been very enjoyable. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Ginger said, Jade, imagine our central midfield next season. It will be Bruno minus Joe Linton and Shelvey. I can see two big name centre mids coming in. We're building the squad, and that's what it's all about. And it's fantastic to actually be doing such a thing.
But he's right. I'm really excited to see how it goes. You know, step by step, window by window. You know, you get some in, you get some out. We saw it happen at other clubs, and now it's our turn. So yeah, I can't wait to see it.
Jan over in the Netherlands. What a day. Hope they've done all enough to stay up. I never heard of you. Oh, yeah. Listen, Jan, I will be in touch, matey. We will get you on the show because I think it'll be a fantastic insight to get your views from over in Holland. So we will get you on. Don't worry. I'll be in touch this week and we'll get that sorted. DGL Floats, thank you for your £10 super chat. Morning, lads and lasses. What a time to be alive. Still expecting a big money centre-back too. Clubs are shitting themselves. Fair play to all you for the hours you do in the day.
Botman.
You're obsessed, Baz.
I am.
Look, whatever happens.
Not a lot, but a little bonus. Listen, it doesn't matter how much, DGL. It doesn't matter. The fact that you're super chatting anything is fantastic. It is incredible. Gareth here, thank you for becoming a new member. Welcome to the family. Listen, at the end of the day, stop apologising if you're only for super chatting £10. Don't be silly. Anything,
it's huge amount of £10.
Fantastic. You know, and people super chat what they feel like they want to and what they can afford. Then that's fine. You know, whether it be like Dominic did of 250 quid or a £5, it's still very, very generous of what you can afford. So don't worry about that. I'm just gracious to everybody that super chats. You're all fantastic.
The fact that anyone wants to give us money is incredible because all we're doing is talking about football at the end of the day. Then talking about our club, so it's incredible.
But it is my job, boss. John Joe says we need some serious gel to gel these players together. Well, I used to use the old wet look stuff. Helen says, just woke up. It's only 2:50 a.m. in Kingston, Washington. Can you give me a quick roundup of what's happened?
Of the population signing.
Yeah, it's impossible, really, to be honest, Helen, to give you a quick update. We're signing everybody. Eki Teki's coming. Carrasco might be coming.
Matt Target.
Dan Burn, Matt Target.
Lingard going down to the wire.
The Pope might be signing. It's just incredible. I mean, you know, sponsored by the Vatican. I can't effing wait to see what War Flags has in store for the Everton game. I think they'll be very busy from 11 o'clock tonight. David says he just got 125-1 for Newcastle to finish the season with more than 55 goals. Ryan says he got 66-1 on finishing top 10.
They're giving it a good go, so nobody can criticise. You know, you wanted effort from them. You wanted the owners to do something and do their best to keep us up this season. They're doing it.
Indeed.
So whatever happens, happens. But they are at least trying.
Rowan says, is Dan Burn happening? It seems to have gone quiet. Yes, it is.
He's done.
He's done, yeah. He's done.
She's doing the second part of his medical and it's done. It's done.
Yeah, but they're going to announce more than one player, to be honest.
So, yeah, they'll do it all in one go.
I told you the video last night. They're all going to be walking into St. James's Park from different angles and it's...
Mrs. is going to kill me for this, but she's in the other room and she just messages that.
Dear me.
Love it.
Oh, God. I'm still looking down rather than up until we are 14th onwards, indeed. And Techie posted his farewell video on his Instagram story.
There you go.
Oh.
I'm telling you, it's done.
Can anybody get that up?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now.
All of my devices are on a news channel at the moment, so I can't.
I was basically told Ekiteke is a done deal. It's just getting the paperwork finalised by 12 o'clock. So as long as you get the paperwork done, he's done. We're getting him.
So
it's sorted. 33 million.
2021 was a great learning year. I'm all grateful for everything. 2022, the story has chapters to fill. The fight is to stay on that lane, and it's already started. I'm built for this.
Exactly.
Yes! Get in, Eggy
Beautiful!
Techie son! Welcome to the Toon like hell! Chloe says,
33 million.
anyone
33 minutes
seen
ago,
that
you put that
video
on.
Bruno did with the dig at Arsenal? Yes, we have. It's absolutely
Yes,
brilliant.
Chloe, and we loved it, girl. We loved it.
We loved it. Love it. Love it.
Positive would be.
Eki Teki is a Thierry Henry copy.
He is.
Well, that would be nice.
Well, I'm not going to
Apparently.
complain with picking up one of those.
Jade does look very good compared to the rest of the guests, I must say.
Thank
Thanks.
you, Steve. I took today very
Thanks.
seriously.
Yeah, definitely. Newcastle will be one of those teams everyone wants to beat, like City and Chelsea when they spend big. Indeed.
They hate more already.
Yeah. Well, they hated us before the
Haters gonna
transfer
hate.
window,
I
to be
don't
honest.
care less.
On a separate note, as Baz knows, I'm a qualified locksmith. If John needs me to have a look at his back door, I can do. It's not the Four Horsemen, Neil.
I heard it was very open, so I don't think we're
Yeah.
going to do this, Neil.
We're not even going there. Chris says Jade is the best looking one there. Oh, dear me.
Thank you, Chris.
I
here
am
with
Jade's
you.
got a fan
We do a show
boy.
next to Jade.
She's got a fanboys there. A fanboy.
When I first started this, right, I always wanted fanboys. Yeah.
Well, you've
now
got
I'm
them.
getting them, and that to me is signings in itself. So
Yeah, well, there you go. Oh, good. What's happened? The GOAT, the greatest of all time, has just become a member of the Toon Review. Welcome to the family, my friend. Jovan says 4-3-3 is perfect. Jan says Haaland in the summer. Why not?
Oh, why not?
64 million release clause.
Indeed. Alan McKenzie, thank you for becoming a new member of the channel, matey. Welcome to the family. David says Steve Bruce would be funny if he went to Sunderland. Hosker says surely a world-class manager is available for Sunderland in Steve Bruce.
He's a family man. A man
Peter
from the
says
northeast.
Peter says the pain I felt when Jackie Milburn left us for Linfield has now been finally relieved. How are the lads? Haven't seen anything solid about Carrasco. Listen, just trust us. Trust in us. James Logan, thanks for the
It's just
$10
talk
super
at the
chat.
Breaking
Cheers.
news. Benfica rejected West Ham's bid for striker Darwin Núñez and said there's no chance of him going there.
Dear me.
No, there's no chance of him going there or no chance of him leaving Benfica. Because if there's a chance of him leaving Benfica, then I'd happily sweep in for him too.
Well,
Didn't they tell us 50 million?
yeah.
Yeah, we're not going
Alright,
to spend
do
that
it.
on another striker along with Eke Take. Or it's going to be he is our striker option. I don't
Yeah,
think we'll
that,
be
he
looking at
is
another
without a
striker.
shadow of
now.
a doubt.
Yeah.
James Logan, thanks for the $10, mate. He says, cheers from New Orleans and Louisiana. I am so amazed by all of this. 14 years of neglect is over. Thank you for being there to keep me up to date. I watch you guys every day. Thank you very much, James. Much appreciated, my
Thanks,
friend.
James. You're always welcome.
Mohammed says Newcastle United will never be in the Champions League ever again.
I'm loving the optimism, Mohammed. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, I have a
Baz,
feeling
you
he's a
like
Man
this
United
one?
fan.
Go on.
Sven Botman is to speak on his future tonight.
Oh, tonight. That's a bit too late.
Oh,
isn't it?
please don't, because Basel went
It's
south.
not a faraway country, is it?
I know,
Just
but
do
you've got to
medical
get
remotely.
paperwork done. You've got to get everything. Yeah.
Have a Baz, everything can be done electronically now, remember,
Yes, of
within
course.
seconds.
Didn't Man United get extensions before on a player because they had a certain piece of paperwork already in, and they were
Yeah.
given like a 2
Yeah.
or 3 hour extension?
You do get an extension
The
if
signing
there's proof the
David
deal's
De Gea,
done.
they still feel that they still went over the extension.
Yeah, let's just keep
I
an eye on
honestly
that.
think, just putting my sensible head on for a change, that Botman will get done in the summer if we when
Today of
we
all
stay
days,
up.
the day you want to do that.
Yeah.
You've had all month for a sensible head. I'm
Yeah.
losing my rag over here that we could get Yannick
Yeah,
Carrasco.
but
You
you
want to
know-
be sensible today.
We're just swapping roles.
Unbelievable.
We're swapping roles.
We have. Today I am the face of positivity and a
No, I'm
buzz.
You
so
go,
positive.
girl! You go,
Yeah.
girl!
I'm still positive. I just think, when we stay up, we've got to spend some money in the summer. Botman will be our number one target, along with an attacking midfielder again.
Well, I think we're going to get
by
that
the
today,
way,
Yannick Carrasco, but all right.
Frank Lampard has asked Duncan Ferguson to stay at Everton as a member of his backroom staff.
Because he hasn't got a
Surprise
clue what
me.
he's doing and he needs him.
Well, yeah, but also, could you imagine going up to Big Duncan saying you no longer needed? No.
I can't imagine that Lampard would have personally delivered that information, to be honest.
Exactly.
He always
Shane,
wasn't that
thanks
way.
very much for the $7.99 Australian dollars. He says our new signing should walk into St James's Park wearing Brentford shirts just to take a dig at Agbonlahor. Jesus, can you imagine?
You get me one, and I'll do it just for the banter.
Ken says
with his name on the back as well.
Yeah. Ken says, my dad died recently. Toon fan all his life. I'm sure I can feel him next to me, shaking with excitement. Best day ever. Without a doubt, Ken. Without a shadow of a doubt. Chris says, how are the lads from Australia? Look at the teams around us. And the next 5 or 6 games, all play top 6 teams. We have a dream next few games. Everton must win 9 from the next 15 points. We're home. Yep. You can't argue with that.
Stay optimistic. We have a chance. There's always the chance. So until it's over, it's never over.
Toon's USA fan. Are you concerned about all these players coming in at once in terms of chemistry? Absolutely not.
Nope.
6 medicals booked today
in advance. So
yeah, without a doubt. New chant for our Brazilian. Whoa, Bruno, or Dexy's Midnight Runners Gino. Yeah, I can see that one. Feeling crap because of COVID, but your streams will get me through today. Thanks very much.
We'll try our best.
More than halfway through the season, and you're 18th with 2 wins. Temper your expectations. You have 51 points to go for. If you got even half of them, you'd still finish with 40 points or less.
That'll keep us in the league.
We just want to stay up.
Exactly.
I can't stress this enough.
It's
just
amazing.
staying up this season is the accomplishment.
Yeah.
20 past 11 and they're rattled.
And we are only 4 points away from that, regardless of only having 2 wins this season.
Yeah.
So remember to keep looking at that, okay? It's 4 points, it's 2 games, and we have a game in hand over the team above us.
It's madness, man.
Have a
Absolutely
great day.
madness.
And we're going to send it.
Oh God! Have a great day. Thank you, Ali236, for the £5 super chat. Botman will go into the conference, unzip his jacket, and have a Toon shirt on underneath. That would be funny. That would be really funny. It'd be tremendous. Jade says, Gabby is sobbing that someone has come from Villa to our little club in the northeast. Inject the tears. Damn right, girl. I'm glad Brentford rejected all our new signings. Abdullah says Newcastle spent so far in this transfer window nearly £90 million, almost close to what we've spent in the on all winter transfers since January 2007 till 21, which was 92.
Sounds about right. It's crazy, isn't it? I'm sure someone said our budget was 150 million this window, and they'll probably go over it a little bit, and then 250 in the summer.
Baz,
it's just unreal.
Go over it a little bit. If Ekiteki signs, and Carrasco, and Dean Henderson.
Dean Henderson will be a loan, won't he? Dean Henderson will be a loan.
Yeah, but we'll still have to pay a loan fee, I would have thought.
Yeah.
Man United won't let him go for nothing. We know what they're like.
We could go upwards to 200 million quite easily, but I'm sure the target for the owners was 150 million when the window started. But they've looked at it and went, sorry.
Indeed. The big right hand says, Star Dog all day today. I'll smoke it because we deserve it. People are smoking some various stuff already this morning, and I'm not sure what half.
Come on, guys, it's only 11:30. Just calm down a little bit.
Listen.
We've got another 12 and a half hours to get through.
Did Baz not come onto this stream going, celebrate? And he's
now he's telling me to calm down. Do you know what? We had a party just because someone cleaned our windows at our ground. Okay? Don't curve our excitement. Don't tell us we expect too much. Right?
I'm
we are
not,
very
I'm not
fans
saying
who
that. I'm just
partied
saying,
over windows being cleaned. Let's have our day.
Let's not drink too
And when we
quickly.
overtake
Let's
Tottenham,
not smoke
may I say,
too quickly because
I'm
we've
gonna
got
have a really,
12
really wonderful
hours.
party.
We've got 12
Your
hours.
2 hour show, Baz. I might get absolutely mortal and come back on here at 2 o'clock going, oh.
Remember, Paul, this is your job.
Well, I know, but
no drinking while you're at work.
I know. It's like
Obviously never worked in a bar.
I've worked at a lot of bars.
There's always drinking on the job.
Paul says you lot are doing a class job. What a special day for the Toon. Jimmy says, well said, Paul. Our owners have done our lost friends. Exactly, they have. Newcastle is not close to Melbourne. It's north of Sydney, Barry, apparently.
Yeah, I'm sure. I saw a
That's
bus
huge,
from Melbourne to Newcastle when I was there.
George says we don't need cannabis. We're all just high on life.
That's it.
Caitlin and Nick, Dave definitely would have been here on this channel celebrating the window. R.I.P. to the king. Indeed.
Definitely.
Michael said, and the Lord said, let there be light. That light is shining brightly over our beloved Tyneside.
Yes.
See, we're now starting to get religious as well. It's incredible. People were just stressing about Leeds. We're sorted now. Man United won't let Lingard go after Mason.
Let's not talk about that. But
No,
it's
we're
still,
not.
Lingard wants to leave, though. This is the thing. So
He does. And to be honest, I still can't see Lingard getting in the Man United starting 11 anyway. So,
well, no, they've got Jadon Sancho and that there, so they have players.
Yeah, and that formation,
I don't
play 4-2-2-2. Where does he fit in it?
Yeah. I'm hearing Jermaine Defoe has agreed to join Sunderland. That'll be interesting if that one is actually true. Can we get a screen list of completed transfers to stay on the screen permanently today?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, it
but annoys people sometimes with them going along the screen.
Yeah, the problem is I've with a ticket going along the bottom, I've had a couple of people saying that they suffer from
yeah, I've had that as well.
It's
like the autistic side of things that it makes and nervous dispositions and stuff like that. What's the other
one with the fits?
Epilepsy.
That's the one. And it hurts the rise. So I guess we could put it on for a little bit, but not all the time.
Yeah.
But listen, you've got access to the internet. It's all there as well.
Shh, don't say that.
No, I mean, they've got the done deals, but we bring all the latest news, Baz.
Just have a little running one along the bottom of the screen of completed.
Yeah,
we'll put it on every now and again.
Give the people what they want.
No, because there's people who don't like it as well. So we've got to be, we'll put it up and then take it down, take it down every now and again.
Yeah, like that.
That's what we'll do.
Mm-hmm.
Paul says, sitting in Phuket, Thailand, live in New Zealand, work in USA. Live in New Zealand, work in USA, and 100% loving this Love It Man Toon. You're a very lucky man, mister.
Wow. What do you do for work?
That's some commute.
Do you work for a Colombian company by any chance? Just putting it out there.
Is it white product?
Yeah.
Do you have any jobs going?
Yeah.
Do you have to drop your stock off about 5 miles offshore? Jan says, Barbara, it was my birthday wish yesterday and Eki Teki to sign. Maybe you should wish for Zapata. It's gone very quiet on Zapata.
Yeah, I think it was Zapata or another striker. If we get one of them, yeah.
Interesting.
I still
absolutely
love both.
Brilliant show. I'm buzzing. You what, mate?
I would still love both. Could you imagine?
Oh,
Chris Wood would be right down the pecking order, wouldn't he?
I mean,
I did say he was signed for a squad player.
Yeah, but
well, we never disagreed with that.
Incredible.
Spurs made Carrasco inquiry.
Ooh, just go over the top of £1 million.
Come on, Newcastle, make your
Release
move.
clause, they can they?
CFC Florida, thanks for another $5 super chat. Baz, stop pissing in Jade's cornflakes.
Pissing in cornflakes. It's why we have different voices on, different opinions. It's good.
What a birthday this is. Effing love it, says David. Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday, David.
Happy birthday.
My birthday tomorrow. I don't know when anyone knew that.
We do know that, and I've got something special lined up for you.
32 tomorrow.
52, you mean?
Cheeky twat. Chris says, I'm outside the stadium of shite. What a great feeling for a change. Why are you outside the stadium of light, Chris? Are you just sort of rubbing it into the Mackhams?
I hope so. I hope he's got a big sign.
Yeah. David says, Baz, enjoy our day in the sun. We've been the butt of their jokes for 14 years.
I'm absolutely loving it.
Exactly. So,
I'm just saying there's a certain deals that probably won't happen today, but we'll revisit them in the summer, which is just as exciting, because when we stay up next season in the summer, it's just going to be even bigger than today. And that'll be, the transfer deadline day in the summer will be incredible.
Indeed. Steve wants to know, Paul, how to become a member. The link is below. It's actually in the show's description, Steve. If you go down, you'll see a link to it. I think it's about halfway down. Or there's a join button if you can see that, but the link is below in the description.
You should pin it in the chat at the top.
Yes, Barry, I've been told to do that many times, but you see, I forget. Keith says, shame we can't see Eddie Howe leaving the training ground with one arm hanging out in Austin Allegro Redknapp style. Talking transfers, wheeler dealers, and the Toon. Jimmy says, well said, Jade. ASM needs competition that doesn't involve a board game. Right. See you later, Baz.
See you at
Baz
12.
will be on his
you at
channel
12.
at 12 o'clock.
That's
Mark
who are your
says,
guests at 12? Oh, he's gone.
he's
Never
gone.
mind.
He's gone. We don't know.
I think I'm one of them.
Well, we're just putting the link in the group chat, and then whoever's available jumps on. It's as simple as that, really. Newcastle United trending on Twitter. Never thought I'd see the day. Del says, as a Liverpool fan, I'm telling you that you need another centre back, but it's more likely to avoid relegation. Possibly.
That's just the goal.
Just going for Joe
Ben.
Gomez or something.
The goal is just to stay up.
Well, you know what it is. Yeah, the goal's to stay up, but the fact of the matter is, if we can get Fabian Schär playing like he played at Leeds, if we can get that consistency from him, with Dan
Hey,
Burn
if we
coming
can push
in.
for higher, great. But I remained just before this. I said I just wanted to stay in the Premier League this year and look at next year. So I'm going to stick with that. I just want to stay up this year, and then we can look at the summer and then start hoping of where we're going to finish.
Indeed. I'm just looking at this report coming up in Newcastle. Oh, I've seen that one, yeah. That's fine. Cool. Dylan says, when you put a bet on at 6-5 the night before to wake up to this news, come on, Newcastle. Barney
What did
says,
you bet on? That's an awful
What was the
price.
I know. Dan Burn, Toon fan, he will give that extra 20% in performance with extra adrenaline. 6'7", very handy with set plays. Burnley signed Weghorst. Amanda Staveley's Black and White Army. How's everyone on this fine day been singing Ecky Techie Heart all morning? Don't break my heart, my Ecky Techie Heart. Oh, my goodness me.
Rangers have went in for Aaron Ramsey.
Have they really?
I'd be surprised because this is wage demand, isn't it? That's the
Juventus
issue
are
that he's
prepared to
having.
Juventus are prepared to accept Rangers out of favour Wales International.
Well, they wanted him rid. They've said that for weeks.
The
They
likes
don't want him in the
of, likes
squad.
of Wolves, Burnley, and Newcastle have all entered credited with him again.
I think he will end up somewhere in this by 11 o'clock tonight.
Wolves, I think.
Wolves are in the reckoning. We are as well, but it's going to be incredible to see, really, isn't it? I mean, it's Johnny Ola says, any sign of Chowdhury? I've been waiting years. Stephen says, I hope Amanda and Cove rented a house for all the new signings. Never mind a house, and need a hotel the way they're going at the minute. 6 points. Yeah, it's more news coming up about Carrasco. Oh, I tell you what, could be very interesting, that. Burnley are going down and the Mags are staying up. Burnley have played a blinder. Weghorst after Wood, major upgrade. Yeah, he is a decent player, but yeah, we'll see. They haven't exactly done the business that we've been doing, though, you know what I mean? So we've been signing players left, right, centre. One player isn't going to change a team. Weghorst, good goal record, but in a very worse league. Yeah, indeed. Dublin Magpie says we need more than one striker. Is Zapata coming? Zapata? Is Zapata coming? It's gone very quiet on Zapata. It'd be interesting. I mean, you know what it is, though, Jade? We could go down to really the last... things are still going to be happening at 10 o'clock tonight, aren't there? There's still going to be rumours of players signing late deals.
Yeah, this isn't going to end. Obviously, we've had a burst of an exciting morning with 2 in 9 a.m.-ish. But this is going to drag out all day. The links that we've got, the talks that are going to be going on, players are suddenly that weren't available will now suddenly become available for a certain price.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is going to be an all day thing. It's just,
Definitely.
I've never enjoyed the transfer window quite as much as this, and a deadline day as well. It's got to be the most active I've seen it for a long time.
Without a doubt.
I think man, you'll cave by tea time for Lingard.
Yeah, I think so. It'd be very interesting to see because I can't see, like I said before, I can't see Lingard getting in that starting 11 anytime soon for Man United.
Seems very strange from being an emergency meeting with them as well.
Yeah. Ronald, thanks for another £5, matey. Super chat. I hope Amanda and Co get a "We Love You" flag. I'm sure they will. Luke says, Jade, you scrub up well on £3. Just imagine if I spent £6.10 on you, how good you would look. Dear me. James says, is there any chance of Zapata coming in? Not at the minute. Feel genuinely sorry for all true Newcastle supporters. to have your get lost. Get lost. Blocked. Get out of here.
I wonder if you all said that with the other takeovers that happened. Russians in London, Americans across the Premier League, Man
Saudis
City
at
with
Sheffield
with
United.
Qatar, Saudis
Yeah.
are at Sheffield United, QPR have had multiple takeovers, Hull have had a takeover. Are you saying that about the rest of them? No, so bore off.
Exactly. They had already been blocked by the mods, by the way, but sometimes they still show up on here, but they've been blocked. I've been a supporter since 94, 95 and have stuck with the Toon ever since. It's time to shine, baby. It's time to shine. Send Clark somewhere, says George. Just simply send him somewhere.
Put him in a taxi.
Yeah, just put him in a taxi.
See where it ends up.
Drive everywhere. Yeah,
Bang him a few quid and be like,
As long
let's
as
try.
outside the northeast, it's fine.
Hi, Paul. Where can I get a Newcastle shirt for my husband? We live in West Midlands and have no way of getting to Newcastle. Just
shop.
go on the club shop website, mate. You'll be able to get one on there. Charlie, no problems at all. Loads of Geordies in Australia tuning in. 9 p.m. here in Brisbane. Good evening to you, Scott, over there. I've just read this on Twitter, hoping it's not true. A senior source at NUFC tells me that deals for Enteke, Burn and Target will complete their incoming business this month. Don't pay any attention to that because we know otherwise. Brilliant show. What a day for the Geordies, says Richard. Thank you, mate. I hope Amanda and Co get a big cheer at the next home game. Well, I can see that happening. Wacky Angler says, I don't know how the hell Paul is managing the chat. The mods are on the ball today, though. Indeed, they are, because they are fantastic.
We do have the best, let's be fair. Between the two channels, we'd have the best.
Without a doubt. Baz and his medicals, today we will forgive you, says Dylan. Chronicle saying all our income business is done. Is it bollocks? Since when does anyone believe the Chronicle half the time? Jesus
It's the
Christ.
same people who quote TalkSport, so why are we reading them now?
Yeah, exactly. Just ridiculous. We're not done at all. Eddie will be shattered by the end of the day. He's not the only one. Chris Wood is doing his coaching badges, so he knows he might have a future at the club beyond playing. Fair enough. Just joined the news. Is Enquiries really coming in? It certainly looks that way. Trevor says, brilliant channel and good day to be a Geordie. Up the mags. Right, we've got about 25 minutes left, guys, on the first show of today before it flips across for 2 hours to World of Sport. So if you are enjoying the show, please do put your thanks across in a big press on the like button for what we're doing today. If you are new to the channel, please don't forget to consider subscribing. And you can also become a member of the Toon Review by hitting the join button, or it's linked down below in the description. And if you want to donate to the channel, like a lot of kind-hearted people have done today, you just need to hit the $sign at the bottom of the live comments and it'll take you through that way. And also a big shout out to the Toon Review sponsors, Geordie Riffs, professional guitar repairs and servicing. If you have any issues with guitars, give Graham or Natalie a shout. They're offering 10% off your first setup, 10% off your first repair, and your first guitar lesson completely free if you quote the Toon Review. You'll find their link to the website down below in the description, and they're also on Facebook and Twitter. Icelander 74, thanks for the Swedish krona of 55, mate. Very, very much appreciated. Go on, Ian.
Oh, what, sorry?
I thought you were going to say something.
Oh,
there.
no, I'm going to go to Geordie Riffs and I'm going to learn to play the guitar.
Yeah, there you go.
I can only play piano. So.
I did read a comment earlier. I don't know if you've gotten there yet or missed it yet, but I just want to respond to it. Somebody put in there that Yannick Carrasco can only play on the left. I would suggest very, very politely that you probably go and research that one again. He plays on both sides very comfortably.
Has he not been playing right back the last couple of weeks as well?
Right wing back, yes. So he can actually do left wing back, right wing back, left mid, left wing, right wing. So
we've all seen it with Julian
for you. Not that I'm saying we're
can
in for him or anything.
any player into any position.
Yeah. I just want to correct those stats on it. He can play both sides comfortably.
Yeah. Gary Hannon, thanks for the £6.10 super chat. NUFC should have the Sphinx rising instead of Castori on our NUFC shirts. And Enquiries was agreed, done deal. Time will tell. Time will tell. Can we name deadline date a Geordie Day?
Fabrizio Romano, Hugo Enquiries is ready to fly to Newcastle and has travelled to the airport to fly.
Newcastle airport's going to be busy, I think, today with all these private jets landing. Paul has sent John to Manchester to get a few players through the back door. Okay. Ekiteki reminds me more of Henry than Mbappe. Watching from the Philippines. 1,400 people. Whoosh. Yeah, it's incredible. Angus is tuning in here at 10 p.m. in Melbourne. Looking forward to waking up to half a dozen new signings.
Don't go to bed.
How strange is that we'll still be streaming when he gets up?
That's
Don't go to bed.
It's bizarre, isn't it, really?
Bizarre, but I kind of like it.
Yeah. Marx is all the way here from Jamaica, and I am proud and passionate Newcastle United fan. Come on, how are the lads? Spurs fan should have fear they got rejected by a non-league player yesterday. Indeed, they did. Which wasn't funny at all.
I'm not laughing at you, I swear. Spurs fans.
You are. Richard Rafferty, thanks for the £5 super chat. David says, sat in my office in Iraq, and it's all starting to become a reality. A new Toon revolution is coming. Wow, we're all over the world this morning.
Jeez, everywhere.
Yeah.
Who needs Sky Sports?
Nobody needs Sky Sports when you've got these two channels going all day. Incredible. James is also in Iraq. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Sitting together.
Yeah, incredible. Don't we have previous trying to get Target on loan under the previous clowns? Thankfully, it will happen this time. I think we did once try and go for him, actually.
We did.
Did it not fall through last minute or something?
Yeah, it rings a bell somewhere along the
Probably
way.
going to be, they couldn't afford the loan fee.
Yeah, we just couldn't get it over the line. Abdul says, I'm from Indonesia, very happy on this season's transfers. Great signing all players. I believe Newcastle will stay in the Premier League. That's the spirit, Marcel.
I believe as well. Great. I love to see it. Love the positivity.
Yeah, definitely. Nudges to my neighbours in Iraq, says Abdullah. Okay. Oh, that didn't come up. Oh, it's a super sticker. 179 yen, I believe that is. Or is it? No, that's an Indian flag, isn't it? Rubies could be, yeah. From Ratchet. Thank you very much, Ratchet. Really, really kind. Thank you so much. Angry Larry said that kid's been digging in the local landfill since the takeover looking for his Toon shirt. Tell him there's 50% off in the club shop.
Thank you for clearing that one up for me, Larry.
Yeah. My son Sam and I are buzzing in Western Australia. Thank you very much. This is a football channel, no place for politics. Thank you. Indeed it is. Well said, Chesray. Keith Downey said Lingard deal is not dead yet.
None of us
He's been pictured driving away from Carrington today after that meeting.
Oh, and it depends how
he wants to leave. We all
the rest
know
of the Man
it,
U squad's
so.
in.
Yeah. Something's happening with him, clearly. Geordie Riff says you put your left foot in, your left foot out, in, out, shake it all about. You do the ecky-tecky and you turn around. That's what it's all about. Hey! Oh!
So you could play that with a little guitar tune, and then later on, we'll bang it on the Late Show.
Yeah, exactly.
Which one?
With all the donations,
probably
we
when
can
we're
get
drinking that one.
With all the donations, can we get past a new chair? As it's so funny with his creaks. That's not the chair. That's his back.
And not his back doors.
Oh no, definitely not.
Oh, yeah,
No. Chris, what is all up? Listen, Barry's just had a new baby. Okay, it's a bit of a hectic house, and credit to him for getting on and doing the shows. With all that's going on. So, look, you can't help it. Sometimes there's going to be background noise. We do this from our homes, people. It's not like we have a posh studio to sit in. Unfortunately, although I look like I'm sitting in St James's Park, I'm really not. Arsenal fans are crying over the Gomes video.
They never wanted him. That's what they said. They never wanted him anyways.
Of course they did. That's why they had all the tweets. I've seen them, the before and after tweets, where it's Newcastle never beat us to Bruno Gomes and all this talk. And now all of a sudden we never wanted him. You did want him, didn't you? Arteta made the inquiries. You did want him. You didn't get him.
They made it public. They wanted him.
Exactly. So you did.
Watch Gomes' video. It says in it, prime target.
Put your tears in a bucket and I'll shower with them.
Christ almighty. Oh, God. Don't sign the Pope. We don't want any corrupt... Oh, give our man!
No. Too early.
Steve Marr, thanks for the Australian £6.10. G'day, Paul. Bazza needs to get a new Atlas. Newcastle's nowhere near Melbourne. Sweating on Zapata. How are the lads? G'day from Sydney. COVID won't stop me. Get in, lad. Anne says this has to be one of the best transfer windows, if not the best for us Toon fans that there's ever been. I'm working so hard this morning on signings for the future of our club, says Eddie Howe. Well,
We
you
know you are,
keep
boss.
going, Eddie. We love you. Just checking the top half of Dan Burn now. You know, that could take a while. Jake says, where are we, guys? Woke up and seen we have bids for Eki Teki and Matt Target. Can anyone tell me where we are with these deals? I'm on cloud 9. Eki Teki is just about to jump on an airplane, apparently, and head to Newcastle. Matt Target is done. Loan deal till the end of the season with a view to buy. Who else are we talking about? Possibly Carrasco coming in from Atletico Madrid. Who else? If I missed any, Dan Burn still to be announced.
Dean
Possibly
Henderson,
Dele
Alli, Jesse Lingard.
It's going all the way till 11 o'clock with Newcastle United. And these reporters can say, oh, the business is done and everything. Bullshit, right? That's what I'll say to that.
It just seems like they sit in the office for 5 minutes, get bored that they're not talking to a player. Right, let's buy a new one.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't like that they're talking about Newcastle. That's what it is. They don't like that it's Newcastle. If this was any of the other clubs, you know, Liverpool's, your Man City's, or doing this kind of business, it would be all of the rage all day. They'd be absolutely loving on it, but because it's us, they don't like it, and that just makes me love it even more.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Jan in Holland says, I, Paul, would be fab to, we'll come over either March or April and hope to be able to go to a match with my son. It will be much harder to get the tickets, but I'm sure we go. See you soon. Yeah, listen, Jan, I'll be in touch, but if you need me to try and get your tickets, if you know which game you're going to be over for, I can always try and get the tickets for you, mate, and then just...
Sure, any of them will.
Exactly. Ross says, has Paul ever considered being a model? Absolutely not.
Why not?
But I know what you mean. You know, this... chiseling doesn't happen overnight, you know. I'm talking bollocks, by the way. Great show. Hello from Mauritius. Come on the Toon. Will there be another centre back coming in apart from Dan Burn? Well,
no idea.
Listen, we just don't know. I mean, the way deals have been going so far at Newcastle, it's been pretty incredible, to be honest. I mean, you know, it goes all quiet, and then like Ian's just said there, it just hang on a minute, let's go and get him, and then suddenly it kicks off again. Look at
Eki Teki. It's been finished. It's been done. It's been deal off the table. We're not interested.
Absolutely.
Now,
that's it.
Now he's on his way.
Yeah.
As you said, Ian, we were interested. We were in there. Then we pulled out because the deal couldn't be done. It's been a week and a half, 2 weeks of no noise on him at all. And now all of a sudden this morning, you wake up, our bid's been accepted, and he's on his way to the Toon. Yeah. Anything could happen.
Deals can always be resurrected, guys. That's the thing. That's how it'll always be, to be honest. They can always resurrect the deals. Jake says, I'm a Jade fanboy.
Yes, Jake.
In 2 years, we will be watching the Toon against Real Madrid. Wow.
2 to 3 years, yeah.
Yeah, I'd reckon.
Maybe
Kevin says, I'd be your fan, Jade, but I'm probably old enough to be your granddad, says Kevin. Wow. You're definitely developing a fan club, Jade.
I appreciate the thought, Kevin. Thank you very much.
Fan page on Twitter soon.
Luke says, Paul, and you and Alex laughed at me when I said Haaland in the summer. Not so silly now. Eat your words. Listen, I'll gladly eat the words. If we sign Haaland in the summer, I'll gladly eat my words, mate. No doubt about it. You know, that's not going to be a problem at all. I think we have enough quality personnel now to survive in the Premier League. Come on, Magpies, make us proud. 14 years of hurt, never stopped me dreaming. Toon. I mean, this is bizarre, Jade, seeing all these comments coming in and positivity on transfer deadline day.
Like you said, 14 years of hurt. We've all felt it. You know, it's been horrible. It's been really gloomy. And even to the point where everyone's noticed the change between the atmosphere as well. St. James's Park went from a fortress to not a very great place to go, you know, and now it's building that back up, you know, and everyone's got that hope. And there's always been that hope, but now it's reignited hope because it's now a realistic hope. So, yeah, it's fantastic. I'm loving seeing it.
Ben, thanks for the 79 super chat, mate. He's very, very kind. Thank you so much. Photographer hired to take photo of the NUFC 2022 team. Yeah, it's complete. You know, what I feel sorry for is people that have bought 2022 Newcastle United calendars, because the players on that calendar, the players on that, they're going to have to revamp the damn thing.
I'm just going to print pictures off of the players and just stick them over the faces and make it
totally different team. Nigel says, due to Brexit, we get 48-hour extension once prices are agreed in writing and land on FA's desk. Yeah, I thought it was something like that. Hello from Norway.
Is that real?
Yeah. Finally hello from Norway. Finally, Newcastle gets the attention our club needs after many years with bad results and so on. England's best fans hopefully get what they deserve. Go NUFC. Jamshad from Saudi. Default to Sunderland as player manager. We'll see about that. Wacky says you're going to need 2 team photos just for the new signings. That's just bizarre. It's
Man City, you've got an A, B, and C team, so
they have.
Aubameyang's in Barcelona now.
Thought he'd go
Completed his
there.
move.
Sky is still reporting that Sunderland is still in talks, so I'm not sure it's done yet. Darren says it's like Christmas Day again. Great watching. Thanks very much. Rita says spot the difference between the old and new photos.
Oh,
That wouldn't take us all very long.
It's now saying target done, burn done, Ekiteki. This one is harder to do, but NUFC are trying. If it doesn't come off, it'll be because time has run out.
Yeah, look at listen. If he's getting on a plane, it's only a couple of hours, isn't it? So it's not far from France. So they're always going to report like that, so they keep the suspense going. You know what I mean? There is loads of time to get deals done, but the newspapers like people to read. Therefore, they say, "Well, clickbait."
It's the equivalent to clickbait, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Dublin says Jade must work with the public. Have a great day. Is how to say fuck off and not get sacked. Fair enough.
I am a manager of a place, so yeah, I'm aware of how to put my words out there.
BL Duff says Canada beat USA last night in the World Cup qualifier 2-0. The D&D boys of Davies and David are going to introduce us to the world. Then both go to NUFC in 2023. I have a dream. Yeah, it'd be nice. Matthew says Carrasco isn't happening. People, don't get your hopes up. Matthew, you can't say that. You don't know.
We're just discussing him. We're not saying he's coming. We're just having the conversation about the player.
Exactamundo. Top 6 will shit themselves next season. Indeed. Amazing day so far. Toon to the moon. Interesting. The comments are come flying in, so I do apologise if I don't get yours read out or put on the screen. Darren says what goes around comes around when we sell players in the future. Kieran says, that famous quote from Kevin Keegan, of course, how that's come to fruition. I wasn't stupid. My 2022 calendar was Toon best goals. So has Shearer, Asprilla, Albert, not Hayden, Clark, and Ritchie. I'm not reading that one out. I hope that's been blocked. Disgusting. Fabrizio has said nothing about Ekiteke getting on a plane. Not sure where you read that. This is better than Christmas, says Mashed Potato. Just heard after Ekiteke we're done with transfers. I wouldn't listen. You can't say no. Right, I'm sorry, but we're getting spammed here by yeah, he's been blocked. Well spotted by the mods. Good morning, busy day at Newcastle, says Doug.
It's been.
Can still see you going for Phillips or Origi. And of course, Doug is a Liverpool fan. Mr. Austin says, just wanted to say as an Arsenal fan, I'm not angry about the Bruno signing. Fair play to you. Maggot says Carrasco would be class. I mean, do you believe any of these reports that are coming in, Jade, that we're finished after Ekiteke, or do you think this is going right the way?
I don't believe that at all. I believe this is going to go all the way. I don't believe that we're going to be finished. I believe we're absolutely going to be in the market. They've openly said if deals become available, they're going to put the hat in the ring for these deals, whether it be, loans with options to buy or, to outright sign the players. If certain players become available, I absolutely believe they're going to be putting their hat in the ring for all these players. So, no, I don't believe after Ekiteke that we're going to be finished. No, I don't.
Mercedes says 1,400 people watching. Like and subscribe and hit the bell button, everyone. Thank you all who took the time to do these lives today. Thank you very much, Mercedes. Mbappe apparently has signed with Real Madrid in the summer. He's always going to be linked with Real Madrid, but it's
that was always the talk.
It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to look. I mean, to be honest, Mbappe has said many times that he's either. I mean, I've heard him say in interviews, "I'm not leaving." I've then heard him say in interviews, "I am leaving," or "It is my dream to play at Real Madrid." Or they always say that. Now, whether that's just to start, stirring up the good stuff for them and seeing what happens, and then, it's just their way of trying to get bigger moves, I think, to be honest.
Yeah, a lot of it's agent talk, isn't it? They're trying to find the biggest contract with the biggest sign-on fee for him and for themselves. So,
I apologise. Apparently, Fabrizio said in his live stream that Ekitike is ready to fly to Newcastle in the coming hours. Exactly. Leaving on a jet plane. Just looked on the plane radar, and there's a lot of private jets landing in Newcastle Airport. The plane spotters will be out in force today. Absolute force.
I do love those accounts. I really do. I have to take the time to find planes and track them and everything like that. I haven't got the time or the patience to sit there and be doing that. So fair play to those that do it. But...
Simon says, Toon, the highest spending club in the world. Up the mags.
I think it'll be that way for a couple of years whilst we build, and then it'll calm down. But
when Keith Downey reports from the training ground that our business is done, anything is possible. It is. And Keith, I don't think Keith's actually said that yet. So listen, Newcastle United could come and say to Keith Downey, our business is done. And then 3 hours later, there's another 2 bloody players arriving for medicals.
Yeah.
It's
happened a lot, hasn't it? That's the whole point of transfer deadline day. Clubs say, we're not going to do anything further. This is us done. And all of a sudden the player shows up. And it's like, well, there you go.
Listen, where we are in the league, right? There is no way our business is done yet. We will always be looking. Susan says, thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of the live shows. Head over to World of Sport TV for another 2 hours of transfer news, then back here at 2 p.m. Indeedy. Paul, NUFC should be like Cool Runnings aiming to the top. Cool Runnings, man. Yes. Jade, the Saudis don't F about. If they want something, they will get it. I'm feeling that Jade's like that in real life as well. But now there's a few fan club development for Jade.
Loving it.
Yeah. I can't wait for a goal scored and assisted by players from the window. Very disappointed that Donny van de Beek dissed us. Well, we'll see when we absolutely murder them in a week's time, to be honest. How many hours do we still have? We've got 11 hours, 3 minutes. So, yeah, still plenty time, guys. Target, Ekitike, and Burnley will probably be the last of the signs this window for us, and what a window. I don't believe that. I'm sorry. Dean says I would make Middlesbrough and Sunderland. I would like Middlesbrough and Sunderland to come up to the Premier League. I miss the derbies. Doug says, let's get Paul to 9K. Yep, we are rapidly moving up in the subs, which is absolutely brilliant. And that's all down to you guys. Mercedes says, I've got the TV with Transfer Centre on and use on my phone. What a day. Dublin says, kiss my lucky egg. Okay. I wouldn't want to kiss anywhere on you, to be honest. That's also a way to try and get like a botman to make his club panic. We said no more transfers, but then it makes them accept our offer, panicking the botman. Exactly. That can be done in another way, can't it? The club's saying that, we're done for the day. And then suddenly the likes of Sevilla with Carlos and Botman, etc., they'll be thinking, oh, Christ, we need to make a move now. We're going to lose out on a lot of money here.
I'd say that's why I'm surprised about the Carlos deal. He's 29 in the summer.
Yeah.
Value drops again. Could we see a last minute bid today put in by the club needs money.
They're not multi-billionaires for no reason, are they? They're clearly very, very, very smart people. They know what they're doing and they know how to make business deals work. So,
yeah, definitely. Jovan says he loves Amanda. Would love to see an all or nothing documentary for this season. Oh, that would be incredible. That would be incredible.
If we stay up, then I'd love to see it.
Oh God, I mean, can you imagine? But I mean, just it'd be nice to go behind the scenes of what they've been doing in this transfer window. When Amanda's been away in Saudi last week, and me and Dad running around with like 25 mobile phones ringing everywhere, and he's like, I just can't cope with this shit. It's just incredible. But hey ho.
It's like the little memes, isn't it? Where she's gone away and left him with the credit card. And she comes back and she's like, what have you done? And he's like, signed him in players.
Well, I've spent around about £100 million, Amanda. How's your week been, dear? Yes. What would you like for supper? You just don't know. There's no point in saying no more. The press clearly have already shown they don't know what they're talking about. It's clickbait. Ahmad says, I'm a new fan from Saudi. It's amazing what we have. where's that gone? Oh, there. After 2 years, we will be in the top 4. Thanks for the amazing show. Thank you very much. Amanda for Prime Minister. Dear God. Right. That's it, actually, for this show. Right, now it is time for you guys to head across to World of Sport TV, because for the next 2 hours, we are going to be broadcasting on there with all the latest signings and everything. But before you leave, guys, if you can hit the like button for this first part of the show, the first 2 hours. If you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing and becoming a member of the Toon Review by hitting the join button at the bottom of the video. Thank you to everybody who has donated to the channel. Today, it's been absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for doing that and taking part. We've had over 1,400 people watching this morning, which has been incredible. But please come across now to World of Sport TV, where they'll take you through the next 2 hours. And finally, a big shout out to Geordie Riffs, sponsors of the Toon Review, professional guitar repairs and servicing. Please go and see Graham or Natalie if you have any issues with your guitar you'd like to learn. 10% off your first setup, 10% off your first repair, and of course, your first guitar lesson free. You'll find them on a website linked in the description below and on Facebook and Twitter. Guys, thank you very much for joining me this morning. I will probably see you guys later on, but now we will leave you for World of Sport TV for the next 2 hours. See you at 2 o'clock.